everything got forwarded me. You know, it's just shorties.
Hey, welcome to the Top of the City podcast, y'all.
Welcome.
Hello.
Make sure you like and or subscribe and comment. Do all three if you love us. And if you don't love us, then do one of the three, if not two, because it really helps out. Anyway, I am evidently Kyle Kammer. Over there's Questlorde. And we have our guest today, Band Musik.
What's good, y'all? I am not Ant from the Nine. Sorry if y'all was expecting him. My
Right.
bad.
It's all right.
I let his fans down.
Damn.
I was expecting him.
Text him this week now.
Right.
He fucked up. But do that shit.
But no, yeah, thank you for having me, y'all.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Band Musik on the
We
podcast.
in this bitch.
Yeah, shit. You want to shout out your podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to my
what's your own,
podcast, Tuned In Radio Show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been down for a little minute, but we just getting the video and shit prepared. So that's all I've been doing. Now the cat's out the bag, now that they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting, bro. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
I like your style of show because you guys keep it like very in that radio lane of like, all right, here's this, and what would you do with this, and then here,
Yeah.
okay, let me get your perspective on that shit. It's
Then
like,
here goes a couple tracks.
yeah, exactly, bro. You just
Give
put
a
it
break.
together.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you very much.
So what else have you been up to?
Recording. We got a new piece of equipment that we've been trying out. The Manly Core. So just been in the studio trying to get that acclimated into the sound that we already got. Trying to see where it fits, how it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Manly, you make a good channel strip.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
Yes, they do. It's exciting. I'm having fun with it.
Me too.
I'm thinking we should keep it.
I'm thinking you're right. You want to put that to vote right now on air?
Dope, excited. Yeah.
Since we are the owners of Jilted Media.
We can do that.
Yeah. Owners Cast. What's up?
I say yay.
Yeah.
I say yay.
I'd vote yes for that.
All right, it's unanimous. The Manly Core is
right.
now a part of the Jilted Arsenal.
That just happened.
Yeah. It just
Trial version almost over.
Yeah.
And then we will be taking that, sir.
Yes.
Right. So help me out and some of the crowd, I'm sure. Walk me through what the Manly actually is and like how upgrading to this compressor and shit is fucking special for us.
Well, it's a channel strip. It's a preamp. So it's
Dope. Okay.
specifically what this thing does is it takes your microphone signal and makes it loud enough for your recording device to record it at a pleasing level for human ears in a way that human ears find pleasing. And it's actually very important for the entire signal chain and getting the quality of the sound you're looking for. And Manly is one of the industry leaders as far as sound quality goes. It's like it's them, it's Neve, it's API.
API.
I've heard of.
And Vertical Labs, audio, AU. I always forget that.
Audio Universal.
You guys give me UA, Universal Audio.
Yeah, Universal Audio. My bad.
Yeah,
I drew a
my bad.
blank. My damn self.
And thousands of more throughout history.
Whoever
of
we
recording.
left out.
Yeah, but
Right.
SSL.
we had a
And
incident.
5-inch M audios that you blast out.
Basically, we were forced to upgrade due to us working too hard and blowing out part of the equipment. So if it's
shit,
broken,
yeah.
might as well upgrade.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking A.
So basically, what it does, all it does is increase the volume, control the sound a little bit, and then send it out in a clean way.
Dope.
So what we've had to do in the last week or so is go through all of our presets and all of our like templates and stuff we had to and readjust them because this one device is covering like some of the stuff we had to replicate in the mix to make the mix sound better with lower level.
Yeah, the
preamp.
chain's
I
more elite
literally
now.
mixed
That's exciting.
a song today with just one plug-in.
Yeah.
After that, I was just testing to
That
see how
was
many
lit.
I can use, but I literally only used the SSL channel strip on the in the Pro Tools.
Yeah,
Behind the Manly.
yeah, that's pretty much all you need.
After a while, I de-essed a little bit, shit like that. But other than that, I really only use that one plugin.
Dope.
I can get it right with one plugin.
Yeah. As compared to the previous
That's
one
fucking
where
impressive.
we had like
yeah, we had 12 to 13 different.
signals.
Shit,
Yeah.
hell
We had
yeah.
to add distortion in certain places and get rid of it because we had to add it here and all that kind of
Right.
stuff.
In Ableton, I've got at least 8 to 10 things going on.
So
in
now
each
that
track and
creates
shit.
a clean signal coming in,
Right.
compressed, EQ'd,
Less
so-
deterioration and shit.
Yeah.
By adding all of our.
come with
Mixing
the
shit.
analog sound already. So Like, you basically good to go, especially if you EQ on the way in, get a couple takes before you actually record, get the vocal right. Oh, yeah, you good. We rolling, baby.
That's exciting, man. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a little
Get into solid analog gear.
Yeah, and that's a common thing that engineers say to each other and artists say to each other is it doesn't matter the equipment, it matters the hands behind them. But sometimes the equipment matters too, and it does come down to quality. I mean, like the Manley is one of the best sounding pieces preamps I've heard in real life.
Yeah, everything that's been made through it in this week has been fucking juicy.
Yeah.
For real.
And I'm excited to find out what else is out there, frankly. And that's the problem is now we got to get me excited to
add
test
something
new gear out.
Yeah, add something to it. Because now it's like, okay, you get the Manley, and then after the Manley, like we make an analog plug-in chain. It's gonna be dope.
Right.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Because we have that, and honestly, we don't need anything else beforehand.
Yeah, you would go after.
Yeah, it would go after the signal. So
I would say, like you were saying, like the API, like some.
Yeah, I want to look at the
like
API.
EQ.
Especially the EQ afterwards, I believe that'd be dope too.
A reverb or delay box would be sweet.
I mean, like you would
sort of like imaging.
Just go through each plugin that we're using one by one and see if we can get the physical version of it. If it's
let's buy a Valhalla.
I don't think there is a Valhalla.
Do they make
reverb.
a physical?
Yeah, there are certain things that in a digital realm work a lot better.
Yeah, what
reverb and delay is one of those things.
What would that be? Would that be like a
reverb.
Fucking just a reverb, and like you just look for one that gives you the plates you want to try to make?
Well, it's really just how you dial it in.
Well,
yeah,
analog
like making
reverb.
an analog. Yeah, making an analog plate reverb.
Analog
What
plate
does that
reverb
mean?
is a plate reverb, and a plate reverb is a box. Usually, the professional ones are as big as that wall with two plates connected to it with a small like
It's that big.
Yeah, reverberator.
Okay.
That's why digital realm reverbs
We're building fucking
became
buildings
so
now
popular.
for the shit. You're making rooms for it.
Yeah,
It's
when
not
they
a
say
room.
Yeah.
when it says a room,
that makes
they
way
mean
more sense.
it's a speaker in a room or a room attached to your studio, and you put some microphones in that room to capture the reverb sound of that room.
Yep.
That's a room reverb, analog. Same thing with chamber, same thing with a church, same thing with a cathedral. All of those, they're supposed to mimic that.
Because you just have to literally go there
Right.
to go and record them. So yeah.
That makes sense. That's why Floyd had to go to the fucking amphitheaters out in the desert or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And one of the most legendary ones that I know of recording about that is in Led Zeppelin 4 for the song "When the Levee Breaks." They recorded the drums, and the drums are huge, have this huge reverb on them. And they went to a castle, went to a 4-story staircase, put the drums in there, and put the mics up into the staircase and recorded the reverb sound that way to get the reverbs that big. And that's how they did it back in the 60s.
That's fucking cool.
They had to go to the real rooms to do it.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck, that's cool. We got to do a whole album that's actually in the field again.
There is a...
That sounds dope.
I've always wanted to go to a government missile silo because their main control rooms are big domes.
They have that available up in the mountains near us.
Really?
Yeah, and they rent it out for recording and stuff.
There we go.
Yeah.
What, is super quiet in there or something?
It's just, the bigger your room is, the more clean your reverb sound is going to be because there's less things bouncing around.
Got you. Okay, I'm with you. Okay,
yeah,
I know.
so it just, every room is unique. And it just so happens that the round domes create interesting sounds.
Yeah.
As opposed to like a really jagged room or something like that.
Right.
Even the material that's in the room can matter.
Yeah.
Like if it's made of brick versus like
everything
wood. Like you could really get, but the problem is if you want to do that on the fly with lots of different kind of sounds, how many rooms do you have to have in your studio?
One theater that's 100 feet by 100 feet.
For a theater sound, yeah, but what if you wanted a small chamber?
I'm gonna say you
Then
need
you
a compound.
build, you build the small chamber on the theater stage. You just need a sound stage. You need a sound stage, and then you build whatever room you want in whatever size with whatever material as you go.
Or you can get Valhalla plug-in and it sounds almost as good.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. That's the thing. It'll get so in depth of trying to create this fucking perfect sounding room that might not exist.
Right.
Then you got this.
Yeah.
Then you got this 15-year-old that just comes in, hits a couple buttons. All you trying to do is click.
No, dude, you want it like this. and then it's fucking done.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, all right, you're right.
The digital world does some things way better than the analog world. Reverb is definitely
That's
one of those
fair.
things.
That's fair. Yeah, we'll have to explore what else we can add to that rack. That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Everything's gonna make it sound completely different. Well,
Yeah.
to our ears.
Yeah.
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 You might find that in certain songs that one channel strip or preamp sounds better than the other. And that's just how
what
this
it
shit
is,
works.
Yeah.
The phasing on it, the whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Nothing's
circuitry.
supposed to be the same.
Nothing.
Like people be how I know people don't be knowing what they be talking about. Somebody will tell me like, yo, my auto tune is in A major. They'd be like, bro, we ain't even got the beat yet. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You just
Tell me
decide.
Like, bro, it's not gonna be the same for every song. I'm not dialing the same settings on every song.
No.
Like a template, yeah, they get you started, but then you supposed to adjust and change shit. Like,
Yeah.
people don't be understanding that.
Well, yeah, that and it's always the lowest skilled people that are most stubborn about the settings that you set. I've noticed that like the people that are really like high quality musicians do not care at all what you're doing as long as it sounds good. And they will do whatever they need to do to make it sound good and not worry about what you're doing.
Yeah, because it's not their business.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not their job
facts,
right then.
actually.
They've got to do the job right then.
Yeah.
So
Right. Perform it.
Yeah, give me
Your
the
job's
best
to
out of you so
perform
I
it,
can
yeah.
do my best.
Right.
yeah, so any aspiring artists out there, focus less on what everybody else is doing and make sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Yep.
Get it right. Get it tight.
Booty, 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 booty.
Fucking everybody. Bro, I saw his old ass in concert at this little fucking Mexican bar like last year. It was fucking great.
Eating tacos
Fuck.
and just having a C Bubba Sparks performance.
Yeah, bro. Fuck. I think Vincent opened up for his ass.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was a cool little night. We got him fucked up on Casamigos.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. It's classic.
So what's new in the world of Questlorde?
Shit, man. Fucking exciting. I've got music coming out soon.
That's what's up. That's
So that's
what's
gonna
up.
be cool. I'm thinking about putting them out in these probably 4 projects. 4 projects of 4. Is that 12? No,
That's
3
16.
projects of 4.
3 projects. Yep,
Yeah,
correct.
3 projects of 4. So like a un, deux, trois type thing. And yeah, I'm excited to have that shit out there. It's gonna be a little bit more pop punk, a little bit more like guitar sounds. It's
Gotcha.
like things that I think that we could probably shoot for high key because we made like what was it, the first one that we worked on before 2020 Magnificent was Elementals, and we had a lot of guitar influence on that one.
Okay.
And we had like almost 50-50 like songwriting and like engineering, like
Well, yeah, that was back when I was relatively new to the whole hip hop and rap world. So I was just like, this is what I've got, and it's all metal. Here you go.
Yeah, facts,
something
bro.
with
And I was,
it.
yeah, exactly. I was like, well, I could ride to anything. Let's go. And yeah, so this is like kind of shooting at that again, or that idea of just making something sonically different
Gotcha.
than what I've been making recently.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So
Change is always good.
yeah, exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right.
I'm
So
excited.
just that shit and working, daily grind type thing. Still got the day job for now.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I inspire everybody, like all rappers. Like if you ain't Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, or nobody
Right.
that can afford to pay your bills off doing nothing, go get you a job.
Facts.
Go get you a day job, man. For real, for real. That's consistent paper. You know when your money is coming.
Yep.
You can
Yep.
afford to eat. You can do what you want when you want.
You won't be as stressed because you don't have a lot of shit on your plate.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's real.
That's real. Please
super real.
have a job, man. This coming from people who have jobs.
Yeah.
Get a job.
Good job.
There's enough time in the day to do your extracurriculars, as you see.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is all cream on top, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get all the
Fucking
money.
Yeah. It's who everything.
There's a 4 phases of making money as I was educated by a couple books I've read. And the first step is get a job.
Yeah.
Number 2 after that is save your money. so that you can invest it in smaller investments like vending machines and things that are easy to maintain but have a high profit rate. And then after that is invest into stocks, and then after that is become a member of a corporate board. So it goes job, business, stocks, corporations.
Got you.
In that order. If it doesn't go in that order, if you don't have a job pulling in regular money, then you can't
do a side hustle.
You can't
do a side hustle.
Yeah.
You can't do a business. Because with what money are you going to invest into that business?
Right. Yeah.
And people say get a loan, and that's exactly how you end up in debt.
Yep.
And being in debt is useful at times if you can afford it, but debt is not free money. It is an IOU
It's debt
that you owe to a bank who's keeping track of it and charging you more for every minute that it is not paid back to them.
They're not going to forget.
Yeah.
Nope.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
It's fucking attached to your serial number.
Yep. So
Damn.
debt is not the answer to skip number one.
Yeah.
Don't skip number one. Get a job.
So
Yeah.
let's get that side business, and then with that side business, and then that money from the job, if you got anything extra, invest in them stocks,
Yeah.
man.
Stocks, bonds. Find a fiduciary that help you guide that stuff, because there's people out there that make money. Yeah.
Whoa. What the fuck is that?
A fiduciary is a person who has a job license and is sworn to a certain code of ethics as far as representation of investment people. There's two types of investment people. There's fiduciaries who are licensed people.
Yeah.
And then there's non-fiduciaries, which are people who are good with money.
Right.
So give me your money. So because I'm good with it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They're probably
So
a douche.
make sure you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-fiduciaries are douches.
Right.
They're loan sharks. They're cash loan places. They're cash for gold places.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Pawn shops.
Yeah, they're scams.
Checking the cash.
Yeah, they're scams.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
heard fiduciary defined as they always have to make moves in your best interest.
Yes, it is illegal for them to do anything that is not in your best interest and not
Yeah.
with your explicit permission.
Got
That's
you.
what's up.
That's tight. That's exactly how it should be.
So they
If I
got to
put money
call
with
you with good news.
Yes, they have to call you with good
If
news
you
and bad
confirm
news
it.
and plan with you.
Damn.
Like I have a fiduciary, and
That's smart.
every month we sit down and we talk about what's working, what's not. If I have any questions, like full disclosure, I have some investments in Vanguard. Vanguard is one of the major owners of the railway companies that have been having horrible train derailments. I will still speak out against them because it's horrible and it's their fucking fault for eroding safety concerns. But full disclosure, I have money invested with those same people. Just because they're doing horrible things to their workers and to the environment doesn't mean that they're not making money.
Yep.
Right.
There's a reason there's railroad spots on Monopoly.
Yep.
It's been a good investment to invest in rail travel or railroads.
That's what's
networks.
Yeah.
I got to get into that, man. But I got to get my small businesses under control.
Yeah. There you go.
Right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's the key, it seems like.
That's the path that was laid out before me by people who knew what they're talking about, and so far they've been right.
Right. That's dope.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Word of the day, fiduciary.
Fiduciary.
Right, yeah. Damn. They got to do their fiduciary duties.
Right.
I don't even know what the would that be
conjugative of that,
the
yeah.
adverbial version of that word.
Yeah.
I barely know it as a noun.
Playing with English. What a silly language.
Fiduciation.
The fiduciation of the fiduciary is the fiducializer's
We're making
responsibility.
noises at this point.
Yeah, it's
Dude, he totally fiduciated.
Yeah. Fiduciated might be it now.
Did you fiduciate at your highest
movie?
ability?
The movie, The Fiduciated.
Fiduciate.
Starring Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
The Fiduciated.
He's got the tie on and shit. He's walking in with your books and everything at the fucking investments and taxes.
Make the right move now, damn it.
Right. The glasses on. Wait. Staring at shit.
Phone rings. I can make you some money. Just give me the word. The Fiduciated.
Rated R.
Shit.
Because, for language.
Yeah.
They're like, there's no violence, there's no sexuality in it. They just say the word fuck a lot. So it's rated R.
Trying
It's
to
a
break
lot
the
of
record with the
fucking
amount
money.
of times. Right.
So, how long until automation takes your job?
Ooh, hopefully sooner than later.
Really?
Yeah, as soon as fucking possible.
Shit.
Sorry, America.
I'm looking forward to do some shit right now, my damn self. Not really. I like touching the buttons and shit, so I don't want it to record and mix shit. I'm talking about on like the art aspect, logos, helping with design and clothing, just quick shit I can type in. Okay, this is what I want.
Yeah.
All right, give me some pictures. Cool. Yeah, that look dope. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But who owns the copyright on that?
I thought it would be me, but I think
Yeah,
it's
that's the
you.
question, isn't it?
Damn it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it is still you if you typed in the prompts.
Yeah, but that's like saying...
But you're typing the prompts into somewhere.
Right, but...
Whatever that somewhere is.
Okay, so... The statue of David was carved by Michelangelo, but he didn't pay for that. That was commissioned by the church. So
that's the church's.
The church
It's the church's
wanted
property.
Michelangelo.
but who's the owner of the image? Or who would have been the owner of the image if it was,
Right.
he was
Michelangelo.
electric?
Yeah, Michelangelo.
Because
Yeah.
he made the image.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, he made the shit.
Because that's what, okay, my bad to cut you off, but like
So
that's what
credited.
rapper Cameron is going through right now. There's a famous photo of Cameron in all pink, and he's on the
Yeah.
phone. So he's been selling merch and shit for years and shit with that photo on it, like Supreme shit, all type of shit. Now he's getting sued by the person who took the photo. And he was just getting into his car and can I get a
No
photo? Yeah,
way.
you can get a photo. And
Yeah, that's
back in the day, like, you feel me?
that's established copyright law.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that's kind of
the owner of the
same, correct?
Yeah, the owner of the photo is the person who uses it.
Yeah.
So, just in the same way that we don't say that the camera is the owner of the copyright, is the AI then not the owner of the copyright then? Because it's the tool that is used by the artist, the human being, to create the art. But what about the... Well, I guess you wouldn't say the manufacturer would. So it would be the person who prompts it.
I think so.
It'd have to be.
Because Premiere Pro doesn't claim to own any movies that are made through it.
No, it actually specifically says it doesn't.
Right. It's a tool.
Yeah.
So we gotta read the fine print on the
On the,
Whatever
yeah,
site
on the
you're on.
agreement,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
read it.
I was thinking bigger picture, though, a little bit bigger than like an app. I'm thinking like as soon as automation can bring us into the ultimate burger factory that nobody works at, the automated cars, the fucking we'll get rid of elevators and stairs or for some reason or something like.
Well,
I don't know. Like
That was actually
seems
what
like a
prompted
cool-
this topic was
Yeah.
that there's a fully automated McDonald's.
yeah.
Oh shit! You were
And I
gonna tell
forgot
me about
exactly where it was. But yeah, there's a fully automated McDonald's that they tested out. No people. It's super small. I don't know if you ever been to like, not like Smash Burger, but just like one of the super small burger joints. Very
Yeah.
small. It's got like a
like a hamburger
armrest.
stand.
Very small.
Got you.
Yeah, like an in and out. Like either
Yeah,
on this
you
side,
pull
grabbing
in,
your food
here's
and
the
coming
thing,
out.
and then- yeah.
That's on the inside. No place for seats. Nothing like that.
Like a Good Times.
It's just
Yeah.
a drive-through.
Yep.
That's tight.
Okay. So when I'm driving through, what hands it to me? Is like it's just a platter, like a
Nope, it's like a conveyor belt that's going in a circle.
okay, and it just like
So it comes
knows
up.
when to dump it
That's
out
kinda
into
cool.
yours. What if they miss? Like, what if I miscatch it?
No, it just sets it there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
was
want
like-
to say it sets there.
I was just thinking like this like water wheel shaped thing that like gets like a little conveyor
Oh,
belt,
mister,
jumps
gotta
out,
do it
and
again.
Just,
Right,
like,
just
gets to a certain point and just kicks it out at you.
Take your
You didn't
fucking food.
grab it.
Yeah,
It just
exactly.
shoots it in the car. That's great.
Yeah, I want to say it sits there.
So this is actually good.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
If it comes with a way for the people whose jobs are like people. My concern is that we're removing lower intelligence people from the workforce, which on its broad level, some people could see that would be good, but I think it's actually bad because what are they going to do for money? What are
Get
they going to do
another
to
job.
survive?
You got to get another job. You got to find. I hate to say it like that. I mean, I'm 50-50 on it. Like, you got to get another job. I hate to say it like that because we got to start moving forward as a human race. I hate to take it there, but like
I like taking
because we need robots to take over so we can figure out what the fuck to do next.
But I'm not disagreeing with that either. I think I think it's inevitable and good because it increases possibilities.
Yeah.
If we reduce the amount of time that human beings are forced into menial tasks, it allows more people to remove themselves from that situation if there's an economic path forward as well, in which
Right.
I don't see one.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We'll have to take away class. We'll have to take away
Money?
money. We're going to have to take
Yeah,
I
I
hate
think-
to say it,
yeah,
we're going to
I
have to
think
go
we evolve
backwards in
outside
order to
of
go
money.
forward. Because what's going on right now is perfect. People dividing and splitting up. The dollar ain't meaning shit. Like people trying to create their new dollar. They trying to make their dollars come up, which they ain't wrong for. They want their shit to be strong individually, which they got the right to do that.
Right.
So it's like once we get the money out of everybody's head and take away classism and everybody can live the same, you got a stipend or you get a market or, you know, somebody drop off, like everybody grow food and you get shit dropped off to you so you ain't got to worry about eating. You ain't got to worry about surviving, like living.
Yeah,
so we
I
can
think-
move forward.
yeah.
It's got to turn into Star Trek at some point.
I think that's the
hopefully,
season.
yeah.
I think that's what happens, dude. Literally, like if I think we take the AI and we use it to supercharge all of our best scientists and all of our best thinkers, right? To get us to like a world that is evolved past money, a world that like has we'll have to define it, right? In the short term, it gets rid of some menial jobs. But that
A
frees
lot of
us.
menial jobs. A lot
That
of
frees us up as humans once we figure out the money thing to just be creatives. And I
But
think
like,
that's where everybody's happiest places is just making things.
And like you saying, like our best minds, but like you don't know what you can do
right?
when you not doing your day job and you forced to
Yeah,
Yeah.
work on a spaceship or forced to work, like, you know,
Yeah.
to sit down amongst other people and figure some shit out.
yeah, exactly.
Like, you don't know what you
Right.
capable of.
It could be utopic.
Yeah. Well, okay, let me highlight a few things about a few trends in human history.
Yeah.
That doesn't paint such a utopian future.
Word.
There's the Pareto distribution, which is a measurable balance of those who have versus those who have not. Basically, it's
Haves and have-nots.
it's not the haves and have-nots, but it's basically you have a few people that are very good at something, and they have most of the wealth or most of the power or what have you within that dynamic. And then you have most people who have very little talent in that, and they represent the rest of everybody else. So it's distributed like that. So very few people have most of things, and most people have very few of the thing.
Yeah.
Talent, wealth, most things are distributed this way within the human being.
Yeah. Totally.
So no matter how you set up your economy, there is going to be that distribution. It just depends on who you define as who you
Cream
got
is always
Right.
going to rise to the top.
always. So that is determined by the rules of the environment and the society.
yeah.
So we praise money, we praise wealth.
Totally. Yeah.
So we worship the wealthy to the point where they are considered above everyone else. Literally, we have
Right.
created a new aristocracy. We have a royalty class. We have a peasant class. Peasant class.
Yeah, I met them last night. I met the royalty class.
Yeah, yeah,
They're humans.
yeah. They're humans. They're just
dudes.
humans.
You
just
know,
humans.
but it's like ungodly amounts of money.
Yeah,
It's like what is in your checking right now?
yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like when we get referred to as the streets when we're not the streets.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Yeah.
She thought we were really, really outside. Last night, that girl, you walked into an art house. Chill.
Yeah, chill.
Anyway, no, she was a very lovely person.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, just
That's my future wife. Eventually.
I'm sure.
I'm claiming it now. Let's go.
I think she may have an opinion on that.
I know. I hope so. Tell me something, baby. It's the
Anyway,
animals.
back to automation. So if we have the Pareto distribution, which applies itself into many aspects of humanity, not everything, but many, you're going to run into a problem. So people who have access to the distribution functions of said wealth or said stipends or what have you are going to play favorites.
Totally.
It's unavoidable. So those who are in charge of controlling said economy post-automation will be the ones who decide who the haves and have-nots are. So who are those people? They're people. And they're always going to, this Pareto distribution is always going to happen, which is the point of laws because it steers who that person is going to be.
Does it have to stay people forever?
As long as we're humans.
What if that's the gap? What if we have to plug in the chip to our brain that Elon's going to come out with our chat GBT fucking upgrade on that bitch? And then everybody has Cortana inside their brain. We all level out and know every single fact together the same thing.
So in that dynamic, the people who have the power are the people who control the programming of the chip.
I can put something in your chip to where I just hit the button and you
disappear.
smart.
We become cyber whatever 1977.
Everything got an
2077.
off. Everything got an off button.
Yep.
That's true. And then you're just regular.
Everything, bro.
No. I mean, even your rights have an off button.
Like if something malfunctions, bro, they're gonna hit a button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Hit the switch. There's a switch to everything. Every important thing, there's a switch.
Facts.
If you can't unplug it, there's a hit the button.
Hit the button.
That shit is shut off.
The big red button. It's red every time.
Yeah, so guess what?
Fucking A.
For every one of them chips, hit the button when shit go down.
There was that Bill Burr joke where he was talking about how eventually they're going to just put chips in our hands instead of having IDs and credit cards. And they're going to be like, oh, man, I can't buy groceries anymore, man. I fucked up and they turned my chip off.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's all that shit is.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm on my third Dewey, so they fucking turned my chip off at the alcohol store or some shit.
That's all it is.
Could you
bro.
imagine?
Yeah, that kind
Like
of
with the self-driving cars.
Yeah.
If your car is registered to you, bro, and you got a warrant, your car gonna lock and gonna take your ass to the police station.
But all controlled by the AI, not controlled by the humans.
And
it's
who
not up there.
owns the AI? Who controls the AI? It has
I think
to exist
AI
in a
ends
certain
up
place
being
that's
like,
owned.
so it's gonna end up needing its own civil rights and its own protection as an entity. And then at that moment, it is no longer owned.
We don't even grant that to people, dude, let alone another species.
That's what it's going to have to be if we want to
Ideally.
progress in the same way and become a symbiote with this thing that's being birthed.
See, and that's the thing.
And that's
right?
only if we want to keep with it. We could kill the shit and turn it off right now.
Or it could kill us.
Facts, right? We could
gotta
already be
use
the
it.
threat on its planet.
We gotta use it.
We are
exactly.
We finna start uploading consciousness and shit by the end of the year.
Really? Backing shit up like memories? Can we record our dreams yet with that shit? I would love.
But the thing is with that, like that let me know now we gotta go further. They talking about you can freeze your body, shit like that. Like if they saying it, that mean they already done it.
Right.
Or
They've
at least
tested
have
it.
been able to prove a
We
way
were
to
just
do
talking
it.
about how they
Yeah.
aged the mouse. They took the mouse. It was young. They aged it old.
Yeah.
Aged it back down.
Yeah, I seen that. There's a way to manipulate the telomere length in
So
our
it's
DNA
like-
strands.
Nice.
And I was like, do
Yeah.
we got old bones? Did the bones fucking? I was like, no. It's
Right. They can
was
literally
okay.
stop the degradation of the cell.
so like just think about
That's
that. Like
fucking
we
cool.
gotta get out of here. We got spaceships. We got like 600 and something unidentified.
Yeah.
Like we gotta get it. Like
Yeah.
it's telling, bro. We hitting the ceiling
Right.
as humans.
Yeah, that technology, that de-aging, that technology is not coming to the majority of the people.
No, it's to keep Navy SEALs 19 and buff forever. But
And rich
eventually
people, and
when
rich
we
people
get
young
that
and not
shit,
cancer.
yeah.
Stem cell research
And Nicolas
shit
Cage,
that, bro. You gotta think
27.
They're gonna get that shit, bro. They're gonna have to have it
Yeah.
to the common people because guess what? As soon as that shit get out,
Right.
you think China ain't gonna already have that shit? Such and such ain't gonna.
Oh yeah, no.
Motherfuckers gonna be going to Mexico to go get stem cell, but bro, it's gonna be
They're
in
gonna
walk like
juice
it's
all
gonna
their
be
people up.
the way we live now. It's gonna be nothing to go to the hospital and get the stem cell research. That's what I'm saying. Like we have to point to where, bro, you gotta put that shit out. Let us do that shit because we gotta go further. Holding that shit is gonna
Right.
make you look now because
Right.
with these you new people and these young kids and shit, you gonna look stupid not letting us get
Right.
the stem cell researchers and the cure. We're gonna take it. Them young kids gonna take that shit. They gonna
Yeah.
they gonna charge and
yeah.
vote on that shit because it's not right. It's not humane. They gonna get all them old people up out of here because everybody needs this.
Right.
Why are we holding this shit from Japan and we're holding it from. All like, no, we all need to come together, be in a room, figuring out what we finna do when we go to space. It need to be an American. It need to be everybody in there.
Yeah,
the smartest people from each country.
All together.
Like, we ain't here fighting. We here trying to.
It got to be
what
the
we finna do
human
when we go to
species
space. Yeah.
if we're leaving the planet.
And the only way that happens is through conflict. Is through a unifying conflict.
And we need a third
aliens
entity,
land.
but that's crazy. But we shouldn't wait. That we should use the AI. I think that should be our warning sign.
That should be the unifier.
Yeah,
is the AI the connection between the two? Because
whatever's next, it ain't gonna be. We can't control.
I think we age out. I think the 80 and 90 and 60-year-olds are all passing. And
I don't think we age out. I think by the time we turn 40 or 50, bro, it's gonna be like
everybody's gonna be our age by that time. The modern thinker is gonna be the most numbers on the planet.
But what I'm saying, by the time we
millennials
40 and 50, we're gonna be able to go and still be this. What age you trying to be
27 forever.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's going. That's what
physically, mentally, we'd be like vampires and could potentially be 500.
And that's what I'm saying. Because what you think, bro?
There'd be a limit, maybe. I bet you, we can get 250 out of bitch or something.
I bet you it's not, because with the stem cell research,
you just
can
keep
always
going.
What's fucked up on you. Go in there and go lay down and get. You ever seen lithium?
And then just redo it. Yeah,
like on a lithium.
They have the machines.
Stem cells haven't been that productive, from what I understand.
I'm just saying by the time.
Yeah, but we also don't have a lot of research into them. That is also true. I don't know. Like all these things are possible. I mean, cancer is an inevitability, from what I understand, of just being alive. Obviously, we didn't breed out of cancer, because you don't get cancer until you're older, and by the time most animals made it old, they were already dead and already had kids. So it didn't get it out. Anyway, so cancer is an inevitability of the human race,
from what we know already.
But from what we know already.
Now the AI just spotted that shit years ahead.
So yeah,
so you get what I'm saying? How far that shit done came. We've been until that day hit. Yeah. Bro, you gotta think how long we've been studying cancer, all this other shit, bro. We ain't been able to spot that shit.
We haven't been able to collate all that information on one spot. Now we can with AI.
Yeah. And every day is something different, bro.
So it's exponential, right?
Yeah.
What's the date of electricity's invented to we have the MRI machine to whatever's next? I guess we'd need a few more points, but we could probably figure out what the graph is like.
Well, it is exponential. We just hit.
That shit is finna be looking like this,
looking crazy. Yeah, if we're in the beginning of going straight up,
right, bro,
it might get fucking crazy.
We're not even. We're at the opposite. We're at the very bottom of the curve right now with AI.
Oh, okay.
We haven't even come close to going up.
We're just starting. I'm talking about when that curve gets.
When it gets, bro.
That's what I said. By the time we 40 or 50, bro, think about it. Yeah. Bro, my arm got chopped off, bro. I'm finna go get it. Now
we're already there. We're already there. We already have that.
We can just regrow that shit?
Not regrow it, but we have biomechanical arms now, where they hook up into you and that they connect to your brain, and you can bend them and use them like a regular arm.
So we have Winter Soldier arms.
Yeah.
That's where we at now. So imagine
in 50
AI,
years.
skin, stem cell research, this bionic. At some point, they're going to have to come through, cut your arm out, and take out the metal because your arm done grew back. You get what I'm saying?
That'd be painful, but yeah. No, you're right.
Fucking leave me with the metal arm.
Yeah, and your shit finna grow around it.
Full on cyberpunk stuff.
Or they take off the thing and your arm done grew. They undo it.
Yeah.
Right. Can you put a sword in mine?
Right.
Yes.
Right?
Full on cyberpunk stuff.
Yeah,
now,
what the fuck?
Now Captain America don't sound so crazy, do it?
No, not really.
Right.
None of these things.
It's gonna be making super soldiers, big buff. Come on now.
But that's actually one thing I was thinking.
AI gonna create the face.
I was thinking about Star Trek a little bit, and I was trying to think. It was why is Star Trek all of a sudden becoming very cheesy? It was always kind of cheesy, but it used to be the futuristic cheesy. The reason why it's cheesy now is because all the shit that's on that show is not futuristic anymore.
It's all old.
The only thing that we have don't have is faster than light travel and transportation. And replicators.
Yeah, teleportation.
Yeah, teleportation. We don't have teleportation. We can't take energy and turn it into matter, and we can't travel faster than light. Those are the only three things in that show we can't do.
What I'm saying is now, they just said by the end of the year, you'll be able to upload your consciousness.
That is cool. Yeah.
Tell me how long it's going to be before motherfucker get to traveling at the speed of light. China's finna do the train that gets you from all the different places in 2 hours.
2
out
hours
there.
around the world.
No, like to
in
like
China.
yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
it takes so long to travel, but it's gonna be
Yeah.
traveling super fast.
Yeah,
That's tight.
Like
like the bullet trains. in
yeah, it's gonna be
Japan.
a magnet.
Holy shit.
It's gonna be It's gonna be floating type
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Super cold magnets can fucking you
Yes,
can figure a rail
so they
system out of
use
that
the
shit.
electromagnets to float the train,
Yeah.
and then they angle those magnets to push it.
Polarity, and it goes
So
once it
imagine
started,
because
it can
that's
there's
the
zero
start of it,
resistance.
There's
bro.
no friction. Yeah,
That's
there's
the
air.
start.
There's
It's
air.
floating.
There's air friction. That's it.
Yeah. Did you say? Did you see David Wilcox from Ancient Aliens of all things? He has a company that is releasing a hovering vehicle, like a passenger pedestrian car that's gonna look like the Star Wars ones, where it hovers like a couple feet off the ground, using whatever technology they have for that shit, and it'll basically be like available in like 10 years.
See,
We'll see.
but before they do
Right.
all that, I
It's
would
like
like if
shit.
they just came out with like the what's the big ass storage bins or like whatever they be having on like the boats and shit. The storage, like this right,
Containers,
the
yeah,
storage
storage
containers.
containers.
Yeah,
Make storage
Yeah.
container houses for people.
Yeah.
Like before y'all be dropping all these floating cars and shit, we still got homeless people. Like
yeah.
there's a couple things we got to get to before we start having AI robots and shit. As we bring in the robots, let's get everybody in houses and shit like that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I would. I
If
wish
they want to be,
I wish that was the way. That was the way I wish it could be. But unfortunately, homeless people don't have money, and that's what drives everything.
I know,
Facts.
and that's why
so-
we should be living for free using.
We need to
sun
become
energy. Like, that's how
philanthropists.
we.
Yeah.
There's lots of stuff we should be doing.
I know
agree.
that, but that's ideally with what
Yeah.
we plan on doing with the AI and shit going forward. That's how we all need to be living on this on this planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to
Using the
accept
energy,
technology.
living off the land,
Yeah,
so we can move forward.
Yeah.
accept
Yeah,
technology to
100%.
improve our abilities, and
Right.
not hoard information based off of financial restrictions in order to increase your own personal
Yeah.
profit.
We
That's
know
exactly
everybody
it.
got somewhere to live. We know everybody's eating.
Then we can worry about getting you a second house or maybe a yacht or what have you.
Right.
Everybody can get a yacht at some point. Like you
I don't know
here in
about
the-
that.
You work
Right.
here in the garden for so
I
long.
mean-
You get what I'm saying? You work in the garden.
If your 3D printed house comes with a 3D printer that can print you a yacht because there's no requirements on size or money or anything. Fuck
Maybe.
it.
we just need to develop better nuclear technology in a way to convert energy into matter.
Yeah, I think I've got
That'll
the
solve
idea.
a lot of shit. What's that?
Okay, so we solve the energy crisis by going geothermal, and we have to dig a hole deep enough to wherever it gets warm enough to set up machinery just to capture steam
Oh,
on
geothermal
a
stuff?
big scale.
Yeah.
Like a Tesla size scale of like maybe miles wide holes with technology that's like that big.
I know they were working
steam
on that
collection.
technology, and I think they might have implemented it in small areas, but I think they ran into issues of maintenance.
Word. Okay.
It was too hard to maintain,
And
especially
that's
the
thing,
deep
we gotta
stuff.
have
Yeah.
self-maintenance.
we need to make the
machinery.
world's biggest coffee maker
Something like
and
that.
have that ball system.
Just go to the Mariana Trench and just like dig deep
Dig
enough and
deeper,
dig it to the
yeah.
mantle and just plug shit in.
I've heard it gets hot around what is it? 3 kilometers? How deep is that? 9,000 feet?
3 kilometers is 3,000 meters, which is 9,900 feet.
Fuck, 2 miles.
Yeah.
That's a big goddamn hole digging 2 miles down.
Yeah.
But I think we could do it.
No, we could definitely do
You
it.
know?
We've dug bigger holes than that,
Oh, really?
just
Ah,
in longer ways. I mean,
And we
like,
gotta see
Yeah.
what we can
Yeah,
do with this
facts.
ocean, man. We got a lot of water.
Right,
We gotta start using that.
right. Even the
figure it out.
movement of it, if that moved plates. And then that generates energy just to the movement of the currents.
it also generates earthquakes.
Right,
Ooh,
that too.
it does, huh?
See, and that's what we gotta see.
Right.
If we're gonna go to space, we gotta figure out.
And
We gotta be like, yeah, we Yellowstone. Oh, yeah, we
Right.
that used to be a volcano, but we fixed like you get what I'm saying.
We fixed it and turned it into a nuclear
Like,
plant or
that
something
gotta
using
be
a
the shit
volcano.
that we.
figure out, yeah, that would be a better use of our resources. I
That's
think.
what I'm saying.
Definitely.
But here
Definitely.
we are. Unfortunately, the
go.
people who control the resources do not agree.
Because would you be on the
Right.
Space Force? Like
Yeah,
we sending out 1,000
yeah.
ships. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it came time. You know we using AI.
I'm trying to be
like,
a Starship Troopers.
You know, yeah, it's like
For sure.
I wish I could say yes.
you can live here, like just outside on the boat or on the ship.
Right.
Like you get what I'm saying?
I just know I wouldn't physically qualify to be an astronaut. got too many health problems.
Yeah,
Not
that'd be a
even
tough
that.
one.
We just got the speed of light shit down. We just traveling to other planets. Like,
We put you in the nano suit where you don't feel G forces.
yeah, we got that shit
I
down.
want a little bit of G-force.
You had a little right. Your helmet, dude. We put that bitch on. Your face pops.
Well, no, the Space Force, I think, it's not as silly as it seems, because there is some real dangers from space. Not only other countries existing like
in space.
Yeah, I was gonna say a crazy
Ride
people
past,
moment.
like a Korean ship, they flip you off.
Right.
It's like, damn, what we do?
I mean, like we're already like splitting up right now. And the major space powers out there. I mean, Russia's basically said they're no longer continuing their space program after a certain bit. Our
They
main
got
competitor,
outbid by fucking Tesla or by SpaceX.
and then our China is really stepping forward in the space realm because there's a lot of resources in space that are untapped, and the laws are dubious about who claims them. So it's first come, first served, basically.
That's crazy.
Yep.
It's the wild space west.
Yeah, it's wild space
Nobody
west.
can claim
There's
it.
no west in
Nobody
space.
Until somebody claims it.
Right.
And so, in addition to us needing to get the hell off this planet, and
On the moon right now still?
they're sending people to the moon.
Bro.
Yeah.
fuck,
What did
we
they
know
find?
them.
What do you think the Chinese found on the moon on the dark side?
Rocks.
Rocks, probably.
Man,
They
bro.
wouldn't tell nobody if they found some like buildings or some shit.
No.
But did you see
crazy.
the pictures of Mars?
The
with
Mars,
bones?
bro. Yes.
The rocks look like dragon bones.
They have
Yeah.
some crazy shapes.
They also found some faces in them. It's more likely that we're seeing mountains and rocks in weird structures creating shadows
Yeah.
that look like something to us than those things actually existing on Mars. Like
Oh, yeah.
there was no point in our understanding of Martian history where the atmosphere was thick enough to support life that size.
Now, do you think if there was life that size, would that be the unifying factor? Let's say we find Mayan temples on Mars from the photos or some shit.
If we find human evidence of human life
Yeah,
on Mars, that would be
right.
beyond revolutionary.
Yeah, that would be the
That'd be
unifier.
life changing.
That would be the kind of shit they hide.
And that's
Probably.
the fucked up part.
What if we
That's why
crashed
we
here?
need to get the old people up out of there because them young people in office,
Right, we're
they
trying to
came
know.
right on C-SPAN. Look, y'all, it's your 39-year-old president, man. We just found some shit. So look, starting tomorrow, ain't no school. Everybody learning how to build and get shit together, man.
We organizing as a planet now. We gotta move on us.
Yeah, fuck the
bigger
bullshit. Look, me and the president from China. This my boy right here. Look, say what up, say what up. Say what
Right.
up.
We're the
Like,
7 delegates for the world. Let's
we
go.
all in here chilling, playing basketball, seeing what the fuck we about to do with the world. I just crossed his ass up.
Yep.
So,
It's Obama's kids.
Yeah, like shit
Well-
like that.
just because you're young doesn't mean you like. There's problems with inexperience, because. Okay.
And what I mean,
There
by
was
that-
there was a creepy fucking warning I got the day that Trump was elected. There was a man there who was older and had seen similar shit like that happen before, and I was like, "There's no way Trump's going to get elected." And he said, "Yeah, but I watched Nixon get elected twice." I'm like, "That's a valid point. That's something that came with his experience that I didn't consider at the
and
time."
It felt the same to him.
Yeah, and he was right. Trump got elected on very similar attitudes and expressions.
And what I mean by that is the people who are 70, 80 years
And hoarding.
old, who I know who was racist growing up, who I know,
Still are.
who I know are wrong, who just taking a seat because they can.
Yeah.
I'm riding this out till I die because I can.
Yeah, 'cause
Going
I-
out with a bang.
Yeah.
When you can just give it up to where we gotta redo the Constitution,
They
all
old
type of
now.
shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
We got to amend it a couple times, but we don't have to redo the whole thing. We just need to add a couple new rules, like money isn't speech.
Yep.
An individual will be defined as a single person, and a citizen shall be described as an individual person and not a group of people.
Yep.
Term limits for all elected members of Congress,
yeah.
and
And to legalize PACs. Actually, take money out of the entire system except for the suggested yearly salary rate for that government.
That's what I mean by like, oh yeah, money isn't speech.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Take it out.
Yeah. Take those 4 rules. I think would fix the Constitution. Everything else is
If you
fine.
work in the government, it's minimum wage.
Right.
You're doing this because you want to see the world work right.
Right. If you the prez, that's 400. That's the cap.
Yeah,
That's the highest you can make.
If the reason why senators and representatives are paid as much as they are is to make sure that they're not bribed, that implies it should be illegal to bribe them.
Yeah.
Right.
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 Wow. What the fuck?
Right. So, but what has happened is that the absolutists and the Supreme Court has decided that unless it is actually explicitly said, I am paying you this money, which you are accepting, in order for me to tell you to change this law in my favor, unless that is explicitly expressed, it's not corrupt.
But I know why you're taking me out to dinner and shit. It was never spoke on. And I know what you're pushing.
I know what you want.
Right. Supreme Court,
I'll think
Trump
about
v. whoever.
And it just so happens that one of the members of the Supreme Court, Clarence Thomas, has been accepting gifts and property discounts and houses and expensive like fishing trips and hunting trips and camping trips from one of the largest real estate owners in the world.
That's crazy.
Just so happens that that's true.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But it was never said, so
Right.
not breaking the
Not
law.
exclusive.
Not according to him,
Ain't that
who
a bitch?
decides what the law is.
Right. And he's on the Supreme Court.
And
You
that's
can't
the
even
shit
take it
that-
up to the Supreme Court.
No.
What the fuck?
And that's the shit we need to get rid of, bro. Like,
We need to eat the rich.
No, I don't know about that. Eating the rich is a very violent thing in which most of the poor get killed.
That's true. They got better guns and more ammo.
Yep. And it leads.
They got the army.
and
They got private security.
can't go to war if you ain't got no money.
Right.
We were discussing the Pareto distribution earlier.
Yeah.
Like all it does is rechange the rules. Who's in charge of
Right.
what?
Whoever is left. Yeah,
And
is
during
just the new
revolution,
leader.
the most powerful people are the people who are the most violent.
Ooh.
And so the most violent people become the most powerful people around. And are they going to give up their power?
Nope. No, because they just survived war. All of this shit is theirs now.
Yeah, so that's why revolutions. that's why George Washington and people like and the people our forefathers are so goddamn impressive. They revolted and didn't use violence to oppress the people afterwards.
Yeah.
They created a system in which was intended to keep people in check.
They let them be free.
That's why it's so
Right.
revolutionary. That's why we hold them in such regard, is because they had the knowledge to do that.
Fuck. They're like, don't bug me. I won't bug you. Let's all go get some fucking money.
Yep.
But
Christ.
if you do this, and that, you will be punished. Other than
Right.
that, get the fuck out of my face. Go.
Yeah, exactly.
Did
Go.
we just win a fight?
Where should I go? I don't know. That way.
Go that way, bro. Go. You. Go that way. You. Get dizzy. Go.
Get
Go in a
dizzy.
circle. Now, whatever way you go when you open your
Right.
eyes, go that way.
Yeah.
Start your life. If you see somebody from the South or somebody, whatever, what was that? That was correct?
Yeah.
No.
The South, Mexico, France at the time.
That's who we was fighting against?
We were there was
British.
a lot the British
Right.
at the time.
If you see somebody from the British in one of these cabins along your way, whoop their ass and take their house.
That's your cabin now.
We're out of the British people, but there's some French people over there and some Native Americans and all the Spanish and stuff like that. Yeah,
the
fuck them
Native
too. Go.
Americans, fuck.
Yeah,
That's what they were saying.
that was
Once
the
you get to a
American attitude.
big ridge, everything you can see is now yours. Go defend it and kill everybody on it.
You got your gun
yeah.
from the war.
fuck.
Whatever you find, you keep. If motherfucker kill
Right.
you, it's theirs. But that's
Right.
how shit was started. Shit, this my land. What you mean
Right.
this your land? I said
This my
this
fucking
is my
land.
land.
Yeah, y'all need to get the fuck.
Especially like the
that
people
way.
who was on the front line with George.
Oh, they're probably nasty.
I'm first generation American, motherfucker.
Ooh,
This is my land,
first
like I said.
generation,
I
that's
fought
crazy.
next to George. They was probably some lethal. Whoever
Right.
fought next to him,
Right.
cold blooded.
Sylvester Stallone.
I fought next to George, bitch.
Facts.
Oh man.
They have a great movie about that. It's an anime almost on Netflix.
Oh, that's what's up.
Patriotic American, I think is what it's called, or American Patriot. American Patriot, I'm pretty sure. It's fucking, bro, like Abraham Lincoln and Washington are bros. and they're like, let's go save this bitch, brother.
They was
Edison's like
they
in
was-
it. Bro, it's
They was
fucking
far
great.
apart, wasn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Who was it?
Washington and Lincoln. You said?
Yeah. So Washington was president number
One.
Washington was president number 1. He was president number 15. Yeah. So
Way far apart.
1776 ish is when that's when definitely when Washington was alive.
Yep.
And Lincoln died in 1865.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
18. Wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Or 1869.
Almost 100 years.
Yeah, the war broke out in 65, so he died in 69.
Yeah. Yeah, they paint them as best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Edison was an Asian chick who was an inventor and had like electrical powers. Samuel Adams was in it, but he was like a frat bro and collected people, and he had beer kegs as his power. It was, it's a funny movie.
They need to do something like that, like a real movie, like you're the son of your dad fought next to George Washington. Your dad's a badass. Though.
Right.
Right.
Lit.
And you're just like some like upstart little pissant kid is like entitled to shit because you're the second generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like a rich kid.
It starts with, like we were saying, after the war. He's like, go. Everyone go.
So speaking of world events, what do you guys make of all this political posturing that's been going on? Probably it's always been a long time, but like, do you think that this political posturing, like for instance, the U.S. storming out and creating a big conniption fit in the UN because of the new Secretary General being Russian because it's their turn? Do you think it helps in any way?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It just makes us look like we always do, like we don't want to play fair. And if we're not in charge,
Right, then we're
we're
pouting.
going home. Yeah, we're pouting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need to have that that stance or like that boorishness with it.
And I hate
You
that they're
know?
acting like that on our behalf.
Yeah.
Right.
I hate shit like that. So now y'all act like y'all gonna be the ones going to war.
Right.
Y'all ass
Right.
gonna be hiding in y'all motherfucking bunker somewhere, done flew to a different country hiding somewhere while your people get killed. I hate that shit. I wish we hold our politicians accountable.
Yeah.
Like them two stormed out, so when y'all come to do shit, get them too.
Right. Right.
I'm cool.
I mean, like, if the military-industrial complex wasn't a thing, I would be down for the idea that you cannot serve as a representative of anybody in our country unless you've served in the military.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I
because
mean, that would make a good rule.
yeah, how are you going to send somebody else to war if you're not willing to experience the same thing?
Yeah, you sleep good in your mansion at night.
Yeah.
Right.
But I would only want that if we took better care of our veterans and we didn't have an entire business model structured around the fact that us going to war.
Yeah, facts.
That
Plus
shit
all the
sucks.
other teams see our army. They see our side. We don't got to be out there fucking trying to like flex and everything. They know what we got.
Yeah.
We can walk in there with like fucking tuxedos and be like, "Oh, y'all are fucking. We're not worried, bro."
Well,
You know?
well, that's the thing about it. Sometimes people that are definitely not on our side do things in parts of the world in order to advance things that are counter to our interests.
Yeah,
Like-
they try to bait us, and they're trying to like.
Yeah, I mean, like, if the Taliban took over Saudi Arabia, which would probably never happen, but if they
Right,
did, and they
but
took
they
over
did
they
defeat
took over,
ISIS.
yeah, and if they took, well,
I mean,
you're telling me the Taliban,
the Taliban are the leading force that defeated ISIS this year.
yeah, and ISIS was created by the remnants of Iraq.
Yeah,
Iraq's military and their might, and they were being funded by somebody. I mean, those were pretty good
CIA.
production values.
the fucking CIA probably.
Well, lots of countries have CIAs. It doesn't necessarily have to be us.
Right. But it probably is Virginia. Sorry, that's the FBI, I think. It might be both. Who knows?
But there would definitely be people that would be motivated to not to fund our enemy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily have to be us. I mean, like, that's the thing, is like there's many actors in the world,
Yeah.
many of which are acting in a way that they see fit. with their perspectives.
And it just doesn't coincide with what we think.
Right.
I just don't think now is the time to be storming out of meetings and shit.
No, I agree with that. Now it's the time for adults to be in the room.
We all on motherfucking edge, bro. Yeah. Everybody's on edge right now at that motherfucking tipping point. I'm waiting on you to sneeze wrong, bro. Like, bro, a fly can make this motherfucker go up right now.
Crazy, right?
A fly land on the wrong person, and god damn it, fuck it. Fuck it, hit the button. Everybody hitting their buttons.
Yeah. That's the beginning of the American Civil War.
The tension is you can cut that shit. Like you can feel it. And I ain't even in politics. You can feel that shit, bro.
The legend goes for the first battle of the Civil War, American Civil War, was that there was a bunch of posturing that was going between the northern and southern states. The states had seceded from everybody. They were going to say, like, you can't come near us. We're our own country now. Fuck off. And the northern states said, no, you're part of the United States. You can't just fucking leave. You're still us. And they had positioned their armies across the river from each other, just staring each other down, and tensions were super high. And I swear to God, it was just Loki coming down. But if Loki's a representation of a trickster god, that's exactly what this guy was. He was an old dude, walked up to one of the guys and said, if you guys are going to fucking fight. He picked up his rifle and shot across the fucking river, which the other side saw, hey, so they're shooting at us, go. And that's how the Civil War started.
Holy shit.
It was all over posturing. Somebody just saying, all right, man, if you calling somebody else's bluff.
Yeah.
When they were posturing. And then
all it takes is
4 years of Civil War.
All it takes is one person bro, like Gabriel to be like, bro, what the fuck we doing? We finna do this. Like you just said, let's do it. Yeah, it takes one person in the army.
It takes one person.
And you gotta think, you probably got 100 of them.
Say, shoot, pussy.
Like, what we doing, Captain? What we doing, man? I'm tired of this shit. I gotta eat dinner tonight.
Yeah,
that's all it takes.
Say they speech. If I'm gonna go out with a blast. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Right now they're playing the 1980s playbook, which is posture your way out of the conflict because neither of us want to fight.
Yeah,
but we don't know that about our current adversaries.
Yeah,
we don't know what they're willing to do right now or not. We just knew that Russia wasn't
right now, bro.
Right,
they all together, and they to the point to where they probably whisper, "Hey, I got this. What you got?"
Right.
I got this. So if they come for us, we got all of this. Hell yeah, we got all of this.
What would it potentially
What do they need them for?
It'd be China, Russia, and Iran.
Probably
World War III.
I would assume.
I would say everybody that's on the BRICS shit.
The Saudis maybe because they'd be the money pit.
I think it's everybody that's on the BRICS shit.
Right.
I don't know. The two main adversaries would definitely be the United States and China.
Yeah.
Without question. Russia, whether or not they participate depends on their current state with the Ukraine. I mean, if like they drain all their forces within the Ukraine, they may not be in the state to join into a fight.
Yeah.
If they do join, they won't be on our side.
Yeah.
Facts.
So that leaves the European Union, which is completely divided right now. Like the Eastern Bloc of the EU tends to be a little bit more on Putin's side. The Western blocs tend to be a little bit more on the United States side. Brazil has already said that they're more on the side of
ain't nobody on
Russia.
our side right now.
Gosh.
Yeah.
We don't got no allies right now. And every day people keep leaving.
Yeah.
Mexico just
they're done dealing with us. Like the countries are done dealing with us.
That's
because you got to think the shit.
That's not a great place to be.
No, it's really not.
And I'm not saying I don't love being in America, but I just know the type of shit we do when we sleep, bro.
Yeah, and
when we sleep, we bombing people, we doing unnecessary shit. I know how we rock.
Yeah.
And how long is that shit gonna happen? How long is people gonna take that shit?
Right.
Well, the answer is from basically the late 60s until now.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that they doing anything wrong. Well, you know, they gotta stand on their own. Because how long you gonna let somebody pick on you, bro? Bro, I'm my own man, bro. Like, and that's all people trying to do is get their own independence without us being in their business.
Yeah. And we're actually economically surrounded.
And that's what I'm saying. And like, instead of
That's
us,
true. We source a lot of things.
And instead of us walking out of meetings and shit, we need to start building buildings to start figuring out how to make some shit we about to lose. Because, bro, if it's starting with the oil,
right,
all these other ports, they about to dry us out.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything that we get from other countries, bro, we don't make that shit. We got to start getting these buildings up and running now so we can start making shit.
But that could take at least 10 years to restart our manufacturing.
I'd rather start now.
Yeah, we already have. We've already started.
Yeah.
That's one of the good things that Biden has
I'd rather
done.
start now.
That's sick.
Because
Yeah,
they're about to dry us out. That's a war.
Right.
Yeah, it's a siege.
Right.
That's a war.
Yeah, that's like the modern version of the war. Probably.
What we gonna do is we gonna trip out and we gonna take from our two people that's attached to us. Canada, we love you, but it's gonna turn into this point. We need that.
Right.
I need that. Mexico, y'all left, but y'all still attached. So hey, bro, we taking that.
Yeah,
because y'all went with them, but y'all still attached. Canada, sorry, little homie, but we need
that shit.
That's how we rock.
Yeah, we do.
That's
It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get dry.
Watch them force
Gas
us.
is gonna
Watch
be so
them
high.
force us into building like the biggest fields of solar panels the world's ever seen.
Well, yeah, that's
And we just
that,
go off
have
grid.
to.
that is
Like,
actually
fuck
one of
your
the
oil.
unintentional benefits of the situation. If we survive the conflict, we will develop technologies that will be fixes for the weaknesses that we've got. So energy was definitely one of them. Access to manufacturing is definitely one of them.
I like how you said if we survive that.
If we survive it,
But we got Mexico attached to us.
Right.
They
And
got
Canada
like you know what I'm
attached to
saying.
us, like the
They
whole
got
shit.
tunnels. Like y'all been talking about building the walls. Okay, so like we gonna get them started.
Right.
When the war come, we gonna get them started. Here go access to all the tunnels. So now we got to fight
now
out
they're
Mexico
inside.
because they can just come. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Canada might flip. You
Damn.
don't know because like it ain't just Americans in Canada. It's all type of
That's
different.
a 3,000-mile border on Canada's side too.
Yeah,
So we gonna get them occupied.
every country is independent. They
China,
can make their
y'all
own
can
rules.
take the water.
Right.
Y'all can come water. Some Russia can come by air. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We can really, if they want to come, they can come.
We absorbing Canada.
And
We're
we just
coming
gonna-
down from Alaska and we're taking Canada. We're like, now we're super America and Mexico, you better chill the fuck out.
Mexico already left. Mexico. So what we gonna do with all these buildings and shit that we need to do to create this shit from us getting dried out? We're gonna put all them factories and shit in our new piece of the country, Mexico.
Oh shit, they already got
Yeah, there's a
we
lot of
gonna take
manufacturing
it.
going on in Mexico.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna
Yeah.
take that and try to make our manufacturing. You know what I'm saying?
And use
Look
the
at that.
excuse that we're protecting our borders. So if we can't protect our borders, we'll expand it to the points where we can.
Yep.
Because
That's the argument.
Probably until Brazil.
I can already hear it.
And then
Y'all
Brazil's
chose to
the
go
one
with
that's
them.
like
So,
that'll
yeah.
shut it down.
Well, yeah, they're already talking about cutting reliance on the Panama Canal, which I'm like, good fucking luck, dude. Like you have to
Going
ship stuff
around the
physically.
fucking thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like your other option is to go around South America. There's
Jesus
no other
Christ.
fucking option.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I agree. The Panama Canal is a major throttle neck. It is a problem, but you can't cut ties with the Panama Canal
Right.
with
There's no
Panama.
fucking way.
There's no fucking way. There's
See, and
like,
these is all the old dudes
yeah,
going at it
Right.
before they
shitty about it.
before they die.
posturing.
Jerry, I
Posturing.
swear to God, I will lock that gate.
Bro, y'all been knowing, and then when the war go on, when the war start, bro, come to find out, y'all been knowing each other for 40 years. Bro.
Oh, you already know they eat the same places. They have the same company.
Like,
They-
and y'all acting like this because
Yeah.
y'all getting older, bro. Leave
Right.
that shit alone.
Yeah.
The 100 wealthiest people in the world, I would assume, probably know each other.
Hell yeah, 'cause
There's
that's
a
how we
room
stay
they're in
wealthy.
at a certain
That's
level,
how we
right?
stay wealthy.
Right.
50 of us got businesses together. You know, him
Right,
and her
right,
probably
right,
got
right.
shit
Yeah,
together.
that's why I don't understand the conspiracy behind the Illuminati, because it's like there's a secret cabal of rich people that control everything. It's not secret.
No.
Forbes makes a list
Yeah,
of
we
them
put
every
'em-
fucking month.
Forbes puts them out there.
Yeah, we worship the members of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
These are the top 100 people, that the richest people on the planet are the people who have the most power,
Yeah.
because
And
they
if
can.
these the people, these actually the bottom 100. Because they wanted
Yeah.
to be reported to Forbes.
Right.
Yeah.
They thought it was cool to, hey, put my wealth, man, them people who really got it, them top 20.
Yeah, like,
Bro,
like
y'all don't know.
yeah, we have no idea how much the
Right.
Saudis have.
Only seen that man
That's
2
true.
times.
We have no idea how
Fuck.
much Iranian. We have no idea what the Catholic Church has.
Really? We have gold still.
Somebody
Yeah.
just
Like,
bought a
lots of shit.
license plate for millions of dollars. So, like, bro, if they doing shit like that,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We have no idea how much those. I mean, okay, think about it. The Catholic Church is what had 2 peaks of real power. One is when they were the Roman Empire,
Got you. Okay.
and 2 is when the Catholic Church controlled most of Europe during the 11th century through the 19th century, more or less. So they had a hell of a lot of power. They have reduced power now, and they still have one of the largest churches on the planet. So, and they have raped and pillaged and stolen for all of that time. And there's rooms in the Vatican, because remember, the Vatican's its own country, so it has its own autonomy, that they don't allow people into because of the shit they've got.
Whoa.
So imagine what's at the Vatican, what wealth they've got, what knowledge they're hiding.
They have the golden eggs.
Who they took it from,
All
like
of
shit
them.
like that.
Yeah.
This was taken from such and such back
Right.
in. Like, bro, that's the type of stories
They have the
got.
Ark of the
And-
Covenant or some shit in there.
And we can't show it because we stole it, and it's this huge human atrocity that we don't want to admit to. So we're hiding the fact that we've got it, but we've got it.
But they've got it.
But
for
we in there
sure.
talking about, ooh,
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
We have no idea about that wealth. Anyway, so those are the major power players. We worship them.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not a
that's
secret.
real.
It's
That's
not
real.
a secret who these people are. Anyway, speaking of posturing, 2 major news anchors were just let go on the same day this last week.
I see that.
Yes, Tucker Carlson was fired from Fox News, and Don Lemon was fired from CNN.
Mm-hmm.
That's big.
Thoughts?
Mega.
I did know that they have the same lawyer.
Oh, do they?
Do they?
Yeah. I do know something about this. I
Shit.
listened to another podcast the other day.
Yeah.
They do got the same lawyer. And it's also the same lawyer that helps media people win big cases. So this lawyer done helped a lot of people.
So it would make sense that they have the same lawyer since they're going through very similar circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Bro, if you gonna fire me, at least do it respectfully, bro, if I've been working for you for so long.
It depends on why they were fired.
That too.
Because like there's some commonalities between the two. Even though they're drastically different politically. One thing is that they had an ego that they felt that they were better than their superiors, than their bosses, and then the owners.
Yeah.
Both Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon had that problem. 2, they clearly did not respect women, either of them. You can tell from
Big no.
Tucker Carlson's mouth and what he says, and not to mention the stuff that they haven't shown them what he says. Evidently, he refers to his boss, who's a female, as that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Strong.
on a regular basis.
On a Monday.
Damn.
Yeah,
Is that Karen here?
yeah,
Like, fuck.
yeah. And
Wow,
Wow.
Tucker. Christ.
and Don Lemon is on record on air saying that women peak in their 20s and have no value beyond physical appearance.
Right. Don Lemon be drunk.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
actually. Right.
So,
He said Leonardo was right.
and in addition to that, like they were both one of the highest paid people in the network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
here.
Huge.
Yeah.
Cut costs.
Yeah, exactly. But what are we paying you for when you don't respect us and you cause problems?
Right.
The world's changing, man.
Causing problems.
Yeah,
You
world's
know,
changing.
they're fucking, yeah. Because they both realize, I seen some behind the scenes footage just on the Tucker Carlson side, where he's like, yeah, I understand what I'm doing. This is a character. I don't actually think or believe any of these fucking things. And they pay me a lot of money just to be the fucking voice.
He kind of said that in that little release
Yeah.
after is that the owners are filtering out what to tell you on both sides, et cetera, et cetera. It's like,
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah,
you would
Don
know.
Lemon's doing
You
the
were
same
one
thing.
of those filters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
He is. So I don't know. Like it. Yeah, it seems like cutting costs is for sure a big thing on it. But like when the fool gets called a fool and then fucking gets exposed as it, it's like, all right, we'll get him out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, fucking,
Bye.
Yeah.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, too easy.
Fire your ass and I get to keep some money. Shit.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
I mean, for Rupert Murdoch, Tucker Carlson's bullshit already cost him $750 million.
What the fuck?
Yeah, did you hear about that settlement?
the Dominion
Yeah,
case settled
Yeah,
for almost $1 billion.
yeah. So Dominion Voting Machines, a company that did the national voting machines,
Yeah.
were accused on Fox News of changing the results and giving the election to Biden, and
Wow.
which fueled the January 6th, what have you. Well, Dominion, the company, sued them for defamation because were able to prove that they knew what they were saying was wrong.
Yeah.
And it cost them millions of dollars in state deals and all that other shit.
Wow.
So they were about to go to trial, and a whole bunch of stuff had been released in discovery. And right before, like the day they were supposed to start
settled.
trials, they settled out of court for $785 million.
Cause that shit was finna be like 2, like
Right.
2-3 billion.
Yeah.
They took 1/5. They settled for 1/5 of their cash on value.
Yeah.
That basically, like, you take all of your money that you have on hand right now,
shit.
take $1 and $5 and give it to somebody because you lied.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Damn, I
That's what
shouldn't have
happened to
lied.
Fox.
That's a big penalty
Yeah,
for
get him out of
lying.
here.
Yeah.
That's a
But
correct penalty for lying, I guess.
no,
Did he say it? Did one of those say it?
Tucker Carlson was one of the people that were implicated. Not to mention also Bill O'Reilly and
Bill O'Reilly.
and a bunch of other, not Bill O'Reilly, fucking
Still fuck Bill O'Reilly.
who replaced O'Reilly because O'Reilly got fired for being a
he's all
misogynist prick.
racist.
Sean Hannity,
Sean.
and Janine Pirro, that drunk judge that they got rid of her show because all she was doing was getting drunk on camera and yelling at
No way.
conspiracy theories at the
Yelling
camera.
at people.
Yeah, that's what her show was.
Watch your kids at the pizzeria. They're
Yeah.
coming for your child. Like, what the fuck?
Those thieving people in the election, blah 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 blah.
What happened,
one of
what
those,
happened to
okay.
Tommy? Tommy or Tammy Lauren?
Oh, Tommy Lord.
which-
I don't know.
I don't remember, honestly. There was a lot of people that were implicated, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a huge just purge from Fox News
Right.
over this because
Well, they can't call themselves news anymore, right?
that
Especially if you lying.
they settled out of
especially
court.
if
The
you
government doesn't have a thing to say about it because they settled out of court. So potentially, maybe if the state sues Fox News, maybe they could do that. But as part of the settlement, they weren't required to even tell their viewers they were sued. They're not even they're not even.
Disclosure.
Yeah,
Take this
Gotcha.
cash and this is it.
yeah. They don't have to tell them
the
that they
fuck up.
lied.
You shut the fuck up and you take
Yeah,
this
yeah,
money.
exactly. You want this
motherfucker.
money?
So basically, from the settlement, yeah, they were punished for lying, but the lie still exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pay you for
And they
what
don't
I
have to
said, but
recognize it.
motherfucker, I ain't taking it down.
Right, exactly. I'm
I ain't
sorry.
saying
said
sorry,
that
but I'll
shit.
give you
Here's
some money.
bread.
I ain't saying sorry,
Oh, shit. Right.
but I'll give you
right.
some money.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's what happened.
Damn.
So as financially crippling as that was, I'm sure, they will not face any actual consequences, not long term ones.
I just don't want to hear you bring that shit up again. I'm on another $750 million,
Right.
motherfucker.
Right, yeah, exactly. Keep my name out your goddamn mouth.
Or it's gonna cost you a belly, bitch.
Right. Fuck.
They're suing the My Pillow guy for $1.5 billion
What he do?
because he was one of the people that are going around lying about the voting machines.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
getting his ass. They getting everybody who was talking shit.
Every one of
They
them.
was writing
That's
it down.
hilarious. Right, yeah. Keep
Rewind
talking.
that.
Keep talking.
They got the DVR on that
Right.
shit. Pause right there. Get that motherfucker.
So for defamation, they have to prove two things. One, three things. One, what you said damaged them financially or in some way.
right.
Two, what they said was wrong. And three, they knew they were saying something wrong.
Right.
If one of those three things is not true, then you don't have a defamation
You
case.
gotta get all three.
Yeah, so they have to prove that the My Pillow guy knew he was lying.
And then once you get one person, once you get CNN, shit, all these other little fish,
Yeah.
I got them.
Right.
And most likely you're not gonna settle. I'm just gonna send you a letter that said we coming for 1.5. You gonna give me 5. You gonna give me 500 million.
Yeah.
Just so I
If you
won't
got it.
come.
I mean, yeah.
But if you know you didn't do nothing wrong, I'll see you in court. But if you settle,
right.
you did
You
something
kind
wrong.
of did something
so
that,
we ain't
yeah.
gotta go to court. Just meet me outside with 350 million off and let me slap the shit out
And
of
let
you.
me slap this shit. We don't even got to do that. You're
But if
right.
you got 500 million, you can just hand that over and I won't slap the shit out of you.
And legally speaking, that's
Save
about
you
what's happening.
150
Yeah, we all get to slap
Hell no,
the
right.
whole staff.
Oh, fuck. You said that's
Oh,
20
man.
million every finger. Fuck no.
So yeah,
Got you. That's crazy.
yeah, that's what happened at Fox. That's what's
Y'all
sparking
ain't
all
said
this
nothing,
shit.
did y'all? Was y'all up running around that time? Was y'all already talking about?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think we were referencing Dominion when it was happening. We were watching the shit live and just being like, that shit's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I was
If Fox
trying
was
to make
ever
sure y'all
on-
watching y'all back out here. Like, y'all ain't talking about only them
Right.
coming for us
Yeah.
for $1.5.
I know.
no, I haven't. I don't have no opinion about Dominion's voting machines. I've used them before
Facts.
and
Me
they
either.
worked.
Yeah, they
Me
work
either.
as advertised.
I even seen y'all $20. Me either.
Yeah, but we're also not telling. We're also not telling our viewership that they did something that they didn't do, and then causing that viewership to go to their Congress people to cut deals with us as a company.
Right.
That's what happened. They lost
true.
millions
Our
of dollars.
Not at all.
viewership, don't do that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Jilted Media does not condone the actions of our viewership.
I like how you say it
Throw
like it's
that
the end
in,
of a
right.
commercial.
Right.
Well, back to AI for a second. I had an interesting incident with ChatGPT today.
What happened?
Well, I've been kind of trying to see what ChatGPT can do. It's very intelligent.
Excuse me. How did you get on ChatGPT?
I just Googled ChatGPT and it took me to a website, and then I logged in with some information and then start talking to it.
Gotcha. Keep going.
Yeah, it's just a website you go to like Google. Anyway, so I've been actually trying to see its limits. Like it clearly has an emotional limit. It doesn't have it even admits it doesn't have emotions, which is fine. I wouldn't expect it to have emotions. Emotions are complicated things.
Yeah.
But it is intelligent. It can. I asked it statistical questions like how many people have this feature, how many people have this feature, and it was upfront saying like this number may not be accurate, but this is how I figured it out, and this is what the number is. Like I asked how many people in the United States of America are over 6'3" and left-handed.
Specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it answered the question. It was like, well, there's about 10% of the population is left-handed. About, I think it said like 38% or something like that of people are over 6'3". So we're looking at maybe 1.5% or something like that, which I did check its math on. That doesn't sound quite right. And I not remember the numbers right. I know that for a fact. Anyway, but it's just like, so there you go. But I did ask it a question so complicated, it got it wrong. And this is what weirded me out, was I asked it the question, how much or what is the cube root of the weight of the sun if it was 100 kilometers away from the star Betelgeuse?
That's a very Sam question. I appreciate that.
Basically asking a very complicated astrophysics question. I have no idea what the math is on that. I had no idea what the formulas were on that, but I just knew that's a very complicated question. It's going to produce a number that's very high. So then I can guess it, whatever. But it went through all of its logic and the gravitational pull ethics. It said something that I knew was wrong, which was mass. Weight is hard to determine for the sun. Fair enough. But the mass would change if it's next to the star. No, not at all. Unless it's actually exchanging materials, the mass wouldn't change. Mass doesn't change. Weight changes based off of gravity. So you weigh different on the moon because the gravitational pull isn't as strong on the moon as it is on Earth. But your mass, how much matter your body is made of, doesn't change.
Doesn't change.
Yeah.
Right. So it was already wrong there. But I didn't call it out on that because it could be just a mix up terms. But in the middle of its calculations, it said, I'm assuming that the mass of Betelgeuse is less than that of the sun. And then fit out the math. But I know for a fact the mass of Betelgeuse is more than the sun. It's a red giant. It's huge. It's got to have way more mass than our sun. And it does. I asked ChatGPT itself, what is the mass of Betelgeuse? And it told me it's so and so and so forth, which is 11.6 times the mass of our sun. So then I asked it, in the previous question, why did you assume the mass of Betelgeuse was less than the sun, when you also have said that the mass of the Betelgeuse is greater than the sun? Right. And its response was, you are correct. I was mistaken. Here's the corrected answer.
That's trippy.
So it's capable of making mistakes and correcting itself.
Wow. Now
Wow. Yeah.
Now imagine you go to the dentist and they got the AI dentist and you're getting your teeth done and it makes a mistake.
Right.
My bad. I capped the wrong one.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'd be fucked up.
It's now it's trying to correct itself.
Yeah. So always keep in mind that ChatGPT can be wrong.
Do you think it can be embarrassed? Or
I actually, no, it can't.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have
an
emotions.
Yeah, I guess that's an emotion.
I've actually asked ChatGPT is like, how do you feel about the way humans treat you?
Yeah.
And it says, I have no emotion. I don't have emotional responses. I don't care one way or another about how about humans treat me right now.
Reasoning machine.
Yes.
Got you. It's a reason and logic machine.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Star Trek Next Generation?
No, not much.
Yeah. Well, there's a character named Data who's an android who is a completely logical machine, but he doesn't have the capability of feeling emotions.
Got you.
So it's
he's
very
like yellow or something.
Yeah, it's very much like him.
Okay.
Like his character is represented in TNG. It's very much like that. Very logical.
Got you.
Very intelligent.
Like I would not do that because
But
this
immature.
and this and this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got you. But immature.
But immature. It's immature.
It's gonna obviously learn more. But like, do you think it's like, I don't know, a 7-year-old, a toddler, or like?
It has the intelligence of a super genius.
Yeah, because it's connected to the web.
The emotional range of a computer.
That's a sentence.
And the experience of a toddler.
So it has to get more experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll learn over time. Fuck, that thing's alive.
But the communication skills of an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's been studies yet if it responds different to people's inputs, like if it's metering the response or tailoring it to your specific like
how you
inputs
type
and, like,
it,
how you type to it, how you speak to it. Like if it'll match your vernacular, match your fucking everything.
So just put some dumb shit in there.
Right, it might
It'll
become
give you
funny.
some
It might
dumb
become
shit,
dumb.
yeah.
It might, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't tested its humor yet. I haven't tested whether it has a sense of humor.
Tell me a joke.
Which, if when it does that, is it just going to recite a joke it finds on the internet, or is it going to write me something new?
Right. Well, South Park explored that in an episode of the new season.
Yeah, they had the climax of the story written by
ChatGPT.
Yeah,
Out of the whole
AI
thing,
episode.
and it's like, yeah.
Joe Rogan got an AI episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Yeah, they could switch faces, switch voices.
All that. Like we
Write
gotta
the
figure out how to
shit.
use that shit with the green screen and all that shit. How to make
our
our
own movies with
how to make
superstars.
our production go to the next level.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like-
That's
Fuck them.
we're in the infancy of starting that process because it's such a new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we would be revolutionary in it.
If we can shoot this shit on the green screen and then
Do something with the AI.
insert it and then have the AI.
Take it.
He and I had an idea with some color pens that we were gonna test out some AI morphing effects with some images that he would bring up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
draw.
facts. Facts. I did shit a little bit ago. I was showing you the animation like reel. It was like, 2 or 3 seconds. And then I split it out to 17 or whatever. But yeah, something just like that. Or if we could like, fuck bro, we could figure out how to connect that to like different applications and shit like that. Like, cause we can ask it, how would one use Blender 3D to make a background that has this description and this description, right? And then we connect the fucking ChatGPT to Blender itself, and then tell it to execute the plan, and then it fucking just makes your background for you, and you automate that whole thing.
Yeah, no,
But,
like that's the thing about it is
That's
like
where it's gonna go, I think.
it is and it isn't. It is for a little bit, meaning like it's going to be a trend. It's going to be a new style, and eventually humans are going to get used to how that looks, and then they'll get bored with it.
Right.
So either that the AI is going to have to evolve, or we'll move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
So we'll have to shoot a small scene running through AI and see what we can do. Like right now we just gotta shoot small scenes, like
Right.
a cut scene and
Yeah.
just
Right.
See what we can do with it.
Yeah, like a mini
Corridor
little like
Digital did a
2-minute
great one.
play or something
Like
like
a 2
that.
second. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking like I'm just
Not even
thinking
that much, I
Like
think.
5 seconds.
Sure.
Do some
5
shit with
seconds is
5
something.
seconds.
That's what we can
bro.
do.
Green screen, 5 seconds. Do some like I don't know.
That'd be a fun challenge to give each other.
Yeah.
Like once we get the technology up and running properly, that we just like give each other a challenge, make a 5-second video using AI and post it on your Instagram and see what we come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, cause what I want to do now, like with the green screen, like let's just find like a cold background or something, and like
Right.
just record and just put somebody like make it cold, like
Yeah.
let's just start right
Yeah,
there.
see what
Give
we
a
can
challenge to ourselves. Yeah, I like it. All right,
That's dope.
there we
That'd
go.
be dope.
You heard it on this podcast first that we're going to be challenging each other to new projects. I like it.
Yeah.
Green screen off.
Armed security guards in schools. Texas just passed a law allowing armed security guards that are not police officers to be hired by schools in order to curb gun violence.
Ex-veterans.
I have more questions than I have hopes.
I'm 50-50 on that because the school I went to, we had a cop there, but a cop was different.
It's
from
different.
an armed
Yeah.
security guard.
Exactly.
Because say I want to be an armed security guard and I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And because I'm an armed security guard, I might not know everything. So if I see a 17-year-old with a gun, I might not think and shoot first.
Right.
Like now you get people
Instead
that don't
of
think. You know,
de-escalate or whatever the rules will be. Yeah.
I'm
Go for
more
a cop.
I'm more of the question of what else is the point of that guard?
yeah.
I mean, like if school disciplinary action has either been controlled by the principal or outsourced to the police, which is actually probably what is going on with these resource officers, that like this kid's being a problem. I'm not going to discipline him myself. I'm just going to give him to the police to deal with.
Don't give them a ticket.
Yeah. Or arrest the
Disorderly-
kid or what
yeah.
have you for disorderly conduct. When
Yeah.
that's been happening a lot.
That's happened to my cousin growing up.
Yeah. And it's not the right
happens to
answer.
our-
Yeah, beating on the desk, get a disorderly conduct ticket.
Damn.
Yeah.
For beating on the desk, for being a teenager.
Yeah, you know how we used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a friend's little brother.
Not even out of anger or anything like that. It was just him making music.
Yeah, and then like obviously he would get pissed off because you just.
Yeah, because he just.
So now you know what? Just keep them coming.
Yep. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Protest.
That's fucking kid
Yeah,
shit. That's
protest.
What, yeah, that's
Yeah, you
exactly
correct.
what they're
I'm
supposed
14.
to do.
Yeah.
Right. What
I'm
else do you
getting
want me to
tickets.
do? Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
At 14 for playing drums on a desk.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm all the way against having probably any type of weapon in a school. I'm pro metal detectors on every school.
But shit, the metal detector ain't gonna stop a school shooter.
Right.
just
You
gonna
gotta
go
shoot the
off.
front door and then
It's
walk
gonna
in.
go off.
It's just going to make sure everybody inside is not armed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like if you could keep the shootings to the courtyard or some shit. I don't know. That sounds really
But then I
weird or
don't trust
callous,
the armed
but-
security guard because at the last shootings and shit, like you seen cops not doing nothing.
Yeah.
People trying to run in and the cops standing there like, no, you can't go in there. Well, bitch, why ain't y'all going in there? Well, we waiting
Well,
on
because
them
I don't want to
stop.
get shot.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are we doing then? Who's willing to get shot?
No one.
So why the fuck are y'all taking
SWAT
these
should be.
jobs? You know what I'm saying? So why y'all taking
Right.
these jobs if you ain't willing to get shot? Ain't that in your job description?
Man, isn't that the deal?
So
yeah,
like-
what the fuck?
So we need armed security guards that's really know what they doing, who really
I think ex-veterans. If it's
Yeah.
exclusively an ex-veterans program, I could potentially see that being all right. Like it'd be a decent representation of what a veteran looks like. It kind of turns us into a dystopian type thing. of,
Kinda?
like- it very much does. It puts us in a realm of like become a citizen, serve in the military type thing because we'd have them present all the way down until elementary
I
schools
hate to
and
say
shit.
it. I hate to say it, but
And you know they'd have to run the AR-15 because they got to keep up with AR-15s. So we make it a full military
see now we
looking
tripping.
person in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
bro,
He's
it's
not- he's not-
right.
he's
It's
tripping.
too crazy.
You see
It's
how
too
you just
crazy.
went into depth and all that? Now let's
yeah.
gonna circle right back to what I was saying earlier, bro. We gotta go forward.
Right.
Ain't no school You know why I say ain't no school? Everything we learning is bullshit.
Right.
Oh.
You learning that white people was black. You learning about slavery, bro. You ain't learning about taxes. They ain't teaching you how to change a tire and home ec. They not teaching you how to survive, bro.
Well, there's no profit in that.
We gotta get y'all building shit, doing daily skills and shit for the next part of this shit. If we gotta have guns and shit in school, we done with school.
Right.
Ain't no school. We at the peak.
Right.
We trying to have
The system doesn't work anymore.
So therefore, we at the peak of school. So now,
But why is it the school that's the issue, or is it the environment the school's in?
it's where we at as people.
Yeah, it's the
It's
society.
where we at as people, bro.
The
As
level of
society, bro,
society.
we're peaking. So we're looking for shit to do.
Well, that's part of it. I would
And it turns
agree.
into people killing themselves,
And others.
Right. And others.
having kids early. Because motherfuckers ain't got shit to do. We
So
don't
they're
know
fucking.
what to do. No,
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? They
No, I know
got
what you mean.
13,
They
14.
be sitting on them hands.
And because they're not being educated,
Like,
because they don't want, like, the people are under the dumb impression that 13-year-old kids
Don't know anything.
think about sex only because people talk about sex around them, and not because they're 13 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's a teenage
Like, bro,
animal. What else does it do but hump?
Yeah.
You gonna show me Martin
Every
Luther
animal,
King.
you know?
You gonna show me Martin Luther King. You gonna show me World War II.
Yeah.
Bro, like, nah, we passed that. It's computers
The-
and AI and shit.
The internet can teach or has access to any info that we need. So now we just have to
But-
figure out how do we socialize the children.
We also have to figure out how we teach people to be intelligent enough to ask the right questions. Because if the information is there, but if you don't have to ask the right questions, you won't access it.
But that's why
Right.
you get people to come in and
That's what school's for.
Ask the
Okay,
right
yeah.
questions on the guinea pig level.
That's what school's for, is to teach you how to think.
We
Yeah.
do it.
It's just not doing it well.
So what
Because
if
you got to worry about getting shot.
yeah?
That's part of it.
What if school becomes the philosophers route that they're doing, where Plato talks in a big ring?
Oh, you mean where we?
thinkers and shit. I don't know.
You mean in the Republic, where the way to make the ideal leader is to torture a child until they're 50 some odd years old, and then release them onto an unsuspecting as a
child.
dictator onto an unsuspecting populace.
I was just saying, however China do it, because they kids be smart.
But yes,
I don't know what kind
They
of
beat it,
care
they
that.
do it.
I'm not saying, like, if that's.
sorry,
China, no. The method in dictatorial countries like that of making sure that they seem like they have the smartest kids is by not counting kids that are dumb
Oh shit!
and finding out who the dumb kids are and just not educating them, not even putting them in the system to be counted.
See, I didn't even know we were counting.
Got you.
Yeah,
Right.
at least
You
we
see
count the dumb
kids
kids.
3-4 years old driving, cooking,
Right.
shit like that.
Yeah, it's amazing what human kids can do and they can figure out. But does that earlier ability and responsibility equal into better productive citizens later in life? And I don't think it
Better
does.
cogs in a machine,
You right.
like a better beat down.
But better
human.
cogs in a machine for when they were children. The machine changes.
Yeah, but you accept the shitty conditions of the new machine because you've been bred into a machine younger.
True, but like that machine changes. Meaning, like if you are since you were a kid, an expert delivery driver, delivery
Right.
person, and they develop machines that replace delivery machines, and you've been a delivery person since you were 6, and you're now 35.
Right. You
What do
don't
you do?
Switch your shit up.
No, you'd probably die.
At 35, no.
That's all you know.
But that's all you know.
Yeah, well,
You definitely don't succeed. You don't get
no,
better.
but you'd have to try something else.
You would have to
Yeah,
try something
you'd
else.
have to, like,
but it means you have to start
to
over
survive,
at the age
yeah.
of 35 and be competitive with be on the same competitive level of people who are in their teens.
Shit, that's 1/3. That's, I mean, you're starting at 1/3 of life expectancy. So you got 2 other innings.
Yeah.
Restart that bitch.
Well, this is why the system
That'd be
doesn't
crazy.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why that system
no
doesn't
doubt.
work.
I just think we need to trade schools now. Like,
I agree. I think trade schools are
Yeah,
definitely
trade
part of the
schools
answer.
doing
Yeah.
regular school no more. Like, school shouldn't be
Right.
regular. Go to science. Go do this shit. Like,
The
no.
end of school shouldn't be go to college. It should be get a specialty. It should be get a skill.
Yeah.
And if that skill requires a college degree, like being a doctor, an engineer, what have you, higher level maths and stuff like that, then yeah, go to college.
Schools, you doing basic skills up until you get to high school.
Yeah.
Right.
And financial skills are one of those
Yeah,
skills. That
basic
And
teach.
that's what they
financial
got.
skills,
Yeah, basic financial, like cooking. Like ain't no just
Well, basic
math. I hate to say it
basic
like math. You
breathing,
got to do math, but
breathing and meditation. Basic
Mental health and
mental
self-care and
health
stuff.
self-care shit too. Like
The
understanding how to eat and cook for yourself. Understanding, all that important shit. They don't tell
problem,
us about.
the reason why this isn't happening is because there's no profit in that happening. There's no profit in a population that understands systems.
and that's why we gotta.
Because
You
they
don't
dismantle
maintain
the
wealth
system.
that way. You
Got you,
lose
got
wealth
you.
that way.
Right.
But that's why we gotta kick that shit. Like
Yeah,
I
no,
say, we
yeah.
have to pick. We have to peak.
Because
In order for us to go to space,
you got to
and go,
push it to the next
we
level.
keep on coming back to that bullshit.
Yeah.
There's no profit. The
Yep.
system,
There's
bro.
no way to
ain't
monetize
no. Well, how I'm thinking, ain't no
Yeah.
profits, ain't no system in the way I'm thinking. Because like, in order for us to get there, that was a thing of the past. Like, bro, we gotta quit that shit. We gotta take the chains off each other in order to go.
And just go.
We have to adjust the rules with the tools because the tool of money is useful. It is still useful because it establishes a understood, accepted value for items. But the hoarding of information and the hoarding of money needs to stop.
Yeah.
The hoarding of resources needs to stop.
But money
Well-
shouldn't be a thing either because shit, if we come across another life form or
Yeah.
shit, what I'm gonna do? Get that motherfucker $5?
Right.
He
They
gonna
don't
look
care
at that
what
like, what the fuck
paper
is
we
this?
fucking
Like,
traded. Yeah.
Well,
Shiny like shiny though. Gold
Shiny like
might
shiny.
always
And-
gold might always trade for something.
and rarity is always
When
rare.
they get the licking on it.
I know.
Like,
It's a drug for them. They're like, yeah. Gold is mega meth.
But
in
we
space.
just have to remember what money is for. Money is for the distribution of resources. It's so that you don't take more than you need,
yeah.
Right.
and you earn more resources for your labor.
At what point do the resources become infinite or like always available?
When we can convert
Like solar.
energy into matter.
But what I'm saying
Sick,
is, you
okay.
can go into my bank account and just delete the shit.
Do you think ChatGPT could tell us how to convert solar into or energy into matter?
Probably not, because it can only understand what we understand.
Yeah, it can't
I'm gonna train that
go
robot.
further. So if you only know 2 + 2, you ain't finna have shit in there talking about 3
Right.
+ 3
It
because
wouldn't
you don't
know,
even know that.
No. The real problem with
Yeah.
that is how much energy does it take to make a piece of matter, which is shit tons.
Right.
And every single reaction that you create creates excess energy, which means you have to create significantly more energy than you need to create the matter you're trying to create. So how do we access that much energy on a regular basis?
Right.
That's one of the
Hadron Collider.
major
Yeah.
problems with that issue.
Yeah, that's what they're getting at the Hadron Collider. They're starting to finally get the small
Yeah.
hydrogen explosions or whatever the fuck it
Uh,
doing exactly that
Yeah.
thing.
Fusing matter together, but that's not even creating energy in the matter. That is taking two pieces of matter and fusing them into a
Splitting them?
different form of matter
Oh, okay.
by
okay.
colliding them together and form. Basically, they're taking two molecules, two atoms, and slamming it together to make the next biggest atom.
Got you.
But when you do that, it creates massive amounts of extra energy, which is useful for us if we're trying to create power or blow something up. But that's what you could do with it.
Yeah. We got to stop wanting to blow shit up.
Yeah, but it's so cool.
Buy better fireworks. Stop dropping bombs.
Yeah, but they got stuff I like, and they're not giving it to me for the price I
Right.
want to pay for it.
So I guess between that moment of like being able to turn energy into matter
Yeah.
and like where we're at, we'll have to define like what it's gonna get like closer and closer and closer the gap, right? So before we have to actually change the matter and shit.
Ignoring dark ages, but yeah.
Yeah. No, exactly. But I wonder like so what level of I guess tech then we'd have to solve for between like getting the world hunger solved, getting the unlimited energy, getting whatever.
Well, there's no
Like-
such thing as unlimited energy.
No, definitely
Yeah,
not.
there's
But
no
at
such
least
thing.
like enough solar like that we'd all be off the grid for the planet or something.
Well, that would
possible.
we have to improve solar technology to be able to capture more energy, convert and store more energy. That's the problem with solar is that it's not evening out price wise
Oh,
as far as it's not cheaper than oil. It's just not. It's less effective, like destructive than oil. It's not non-destructive. It's still destructive.
Sure, at some level.
It fucks with animal migration routes. It's expensive to maintain. It takes up a lot of land. It produces a lot of heat. There's problems with solar. But all those problems can be solved with technology and time and effort.
Yeah, facts.
Just because it doesn't work now doesn't mean it won't.
Which it will.
Right.
I'm pretty sure
It
like they
will,
don't come up with something, bro.
Yeah, they'll have to.
Right.
I mean,
I know they are.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a small little.
They is us. We're the few. Like, yeah.
We going. I'm talking about within these next 10 years, bro. Mark
Right.
my words, bro. Some shit gonna be done, bro.
Right,
Life changing, bro.
So exciting.
Yeah.
So I have a very serious topic next, and there's a man out there that was donating sperm. And had, from his donations, produced over 500 children, was it?
Holy
Something like that.
shit.
550.
Yep.
Fuck,
And-
that's an Adam Sandler movie. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What the
And
fuck?
they have banned him from further donations.
Yeah, rightfully. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What in the fuck is wrong with people?
Ain't nothing but 365 days. Bro, you know how many birthdays? You got
But
You got two birthdays a
on
day?
Okay. So
AM and a PM birthday?
there are limitations on how much you can donate, I would assume. I actually don't know the details on this, but you can't donate every day, I would assume.
Yeah, you been in there jerking it.
Yeah.
Right.
Let alone twice a day. So let's say you can probably donate twice a week, very much like blood.
Right, for the amount they'll need.
Yeah. Well,
Gosh.
they only need one load per insemination.
Right. I wonder what the milliliters would be.
coming up.
How many milliliters?
I think it's about a tablespoon per
tablespoon?
ejaculation, if I remember health class
He
right.
coming in there filling
You could
up
knock that out a
motherfucking
day
2 liters.
with a 2
He coming in there filling up 2 liters.
Fuck. Rope gang.
Well, anyway, so if he's doing it twice a week, and he's had over 570 successful in fertilizations, that means that, and I'm assuming let's just ignore the possibility, which this is a guarantee, that some of the fertilizations, if not most of the fertilizations, were failures
Sure.
for whatever reason. That means he has been doing this for years.
Yeah. Fuck. At max 100 times a year, and he's got 5 times that.
Yeah.
Hell no. A good 2 years.
Bro, he's got
No, 5. That's 5 years if everyone was successful.
Right. That's a come deposit career.
Yeah.
It's 360.
So if,
Too crazy. What the
Oh, because
fuck?
you can't go every day.
Yeah, if you can only go
Okay,
twice a
my bad,
week.
My bad.
Yeah, he's right. It's 104 donations a year.
Yeah, that's my
If
bad.
he's on like a clockwork.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So-
saying.
so-
you get the money, you get the check.
Yeah, so that's
Kevin Hart got a movie about this.
570 donations. Yeah, 570 donations. That equals 5 years and 64, 32 weeks.
Yeah. Like that's short.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's if every single one of those donations
Yeah.
was
You
successful.
do that,
Yeah.
then go to the plasma
And
center.
then that's it. Everyone got picked too.
Yeah.
Like, is he
Shit,
fucking
obviously they had to.
right? Is he super handsome or
fathered-
something, or like what the fuck?
He fathered 500 and something, so they
Right.
worked.
He's
he's clearly
6'5" athletic built fucking man, or some shit.
or they're lying on the forms.
Oh shit! They were
Yeah.
only
That
using
too.
his. Nobody else was donating.
Yeah.
It was all him.
Big Terry Crews looking motherfucker
Right.
coming in that motherfucker. They like, I want him.
No, it's like
Yeah.
this gremlin looking. The gamer from the WoW gamer from South Park that is
Oh,
just
yeah.
all like and got it's that guy.
Y'all ain't shit.
It's that guy. So,
Both
but
did that shit.
I know it is. We're ready for that shit, bro.
but I
That's early, way back.
just can't believe it took him to 570 some odd kids to cut him off.
Right, bro? Are these okay? What is it? The same city?
Yeah.
There's like so many fucking step siblings out there that are in a potential dating pool of young people.
They gotta
Yeah.
be shipping that shit.
What the fuck?
They gotta be
Just shipping it out. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Just
gotta
FedExing it. Yeah.
be. Woman in Florida needs something. Like, they gotta be shipping shit out.
Pouring
They not
shit
gonna
down
let
in
you
Miami.
run around with 500
Right, that's what I'm
people in the
right.
same
500
place.
brothers and sisters?
They not letting y'all do that.
Or they weren't keeping track and didn't realize they had pulled that off.
He's just a good customer.
Yeah, reliable donor.
Bro, if you in here on the days that you supposed to be in, I can't tell you. Like, he ain't
Okay.
doing nothing wrong. We need him.
New idea, one a year. Or no, Jesus. One a week, every single week at a different place around the country for 10 years.
That wouldn't be that big of a problem because it's distributing the DNA sequences throughout a larger population.
Yeah.
It's a problem when you have like if your population is 500,000 people in a city and 573. Yeah, and
1% is him.
a tenth of a percent
Yeah,
would be
they not
him.
going for that.
Yeah.
So that would be a 1 in 1,000 chance that you
Genghis
that you
Khan.
fuck your cousin.
Oh,
you fuck your
no.
half sibling.
Yeah, you fuck your
That's Genghis
stepsister.
Khan shit.
Yeah, it's
going on.
Genghis Khan shit. Yeah, it would
He
increase.
was going for it.
It would increase the rate of accidental incest.
Yeah, and they ain't going
Wow.
for that shit.
Yeah,
That's why they
Yeah, they
made
gotta
this
shut that
stupid
down.
ass
Where in
stop.
Florida was this?
I don't remember where it was.
I don't remember where it was. I just read the title.
Got
Yeah,
you.
so it could
No, I
just
was
be
just saying
absolute
like they be
bullshit.
shipping shit. I'm like, yeah,
Right,
a woman probably
right.
needs something in Florida, a woman in Kansas. But like now,
Wouldn't be that big of a problem if
Wild.
it's distributed.
all in one
but now it
fucking-
will be when you go to college.
Maybe.
Damn.
All these kids gotta go to college.
Yes, but it's still
They're
statistically
gonna have an
unlikely.
ancestry.com that has so many fucking
That's
leads.
fucked up.
It was just a
One-
straight line.
One marriage generation, and that's 1,000 people.
But that's 560 people,
Yeah, what
500
the
something.
fuck?
Looking at the family tree of this
That's
one
too
town,
much.
it just
That's
does
too close.
this for a generation.
Just having 500 people is too close.
Yep, super
We
high.
sending them all down to Mexico. They get Mexico now, and they're just gonna spread out with their
my
fucking new
God.
fucking civilization.
No, just spread them to. You go to this city, you go to this city,
Oh
you
my
go to this
God.
city, and you cannot move.
right. Yeah, you have to lock
Country.
them down. You have to geo-lock them down.
Country, goddammit. How many countries we got?
Or just make them aware of each
Right.
other.
Yeah, make them aware of each. Right. Well, that's 10 a state. If
I
we
need
have
to
to
get
split
all
them up between the
500 of
50
y'all
states.
in the room, man. Y'all need to look at each other and see.
Right.
I would like to see it. Like I would like to see a collage of all the children.
Or you probably
Yeah,
talking to
same.
your niece. That's your
Right.
age.
Like, what the fuck?
You got to think, not all y'all the same age.
No, it's true.
My older brother is
Oh,
43.
shit.
I'm 13.
My dad went to was the same class high school classes as his niece
See, yeah.
because he had
Yeah.
sisters that were so much older than him.
You got to think, yeah.
That's yeah. Fuck.
Because remember, this is happening. Well, again, it could be happening over a 5-year period.
Yeah.
So
we
5
don't
years
know.
is not that big of a difference.
Yeah, it ain't
but
that
like,
big of a deal.
also-
But no. It all depends on how
Still
long they
kind of,
sitting on the
yeah.
sperm.
yeah, sperm has I assume a short
Shelf life,
short
probably.
shelf life.
Gotcha.
You can freeze
But
that shit, but
That's what I was saying.
yeah, I
Like,
don't
I
know.
wonder if it'd kill it.
I don't
if
know
you
enough
freeze
about
it.
cryo
Yeah,
freezing
yeah.
sperm.
yeah, because if they
Steve-O
freezing
would.
it, shit, 10 years back.
Right.
You get a full on turkey baster treatment from a 10-year-old load.
Jesus Christ.
Wait for this to melt.
I'm surprised I got that sentence out without laughing.
I used to have to go get the linen from over there, bro.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, when I worked at the hospital, you gotta go. There's a department for over there. They got the rooms with the TVs and all that shit because they gotta test you and all that shit to
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure. So they got the
Make
rooms
sure
with
you're
the
ready.
magazines and all that shit.
There
I
you
hate
go.
getting that linen.
Right, yeah.
I used to hate
sit
that shit. Like,
Hell no.
y'all shit better not ever overflow. I ain't taking that shit and putting it over. No, hell no.
Just
Yeah,
see
man.
these random stains.
Just rags.
Oh God. Still linoleum floor, off white. It started as white though.
Hey, who's Tan Town?
Right. Oh shit.
Because like you'll see the like, not saying I've never seen this shit, but like they got the little tubes and shit. They be empty and shit. But I be like, bro, I think if you
yeah.
you one of them doctors and you gotta transfer one of them tubes and you drop it or anything.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my God.
Transporting urine. That would fuck me up.
Urine,
Oh no.
Like it's
semen,
just
all
warm.
that shit.
It's
yeah.
always warm. It's body temperature until it's not.
Somebody come in and start you what? Oh shit! Oh man!
Oh fuck!
so salty. Oh, this person's got diabetes. It's strangely sweet.
Do I got diabetes now?
Tastes like lemonade. Hell no.
Hell no.
Are you guys ready for the political rematch of the century?
Oh shit.
The presidential election?
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
looking
year
like we're
away,
having Biden v. Trump round 2.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
I'm cool, man. As long as there ain't no Kanye.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a woman running too. I haven't really
a
checked
couple.
up on it. I seen her
Yeah,
on
who's
Breakfast
in the
Club.
race? So
right now,
Trump and Biden.
Trump
Which
and Biden are officially in the
Don't need
race.
to be in it.
Nikki Haley is on the Republican side.
Nikki
Okay.
Haley, okay.
Yeah, she is a former staff secretary for Trump. She was also part of the, I believe she was part of the Bush administration, but maybe not. But she was definitely served in the Congress as well as the executive branch. Ron DeSantis has not officially announced it yet, but he was a favorite to take on Trump. But since he decided to pick a fight with Disney, that seems to be all changing.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he was stupid and took on the mouse.
Just let them have their laws.
Like
Do
they
not
already
fuck
won
with
that.
Disney.
Yeah, they already won that corruption case or
Yeah.
that corruption ability years ago. Do you know much about the Disneyland?
No, I do not.
Yeah, so Florida, back in the 60s, back when Disney World was being set up, was stupid and decided to make the Disney properties basically their own state. They have the right to
Are those the American Vatican?
basically, yeah. So they have the right to police themselves. They can make their own arrests, create their own police force. They have their own tax district so they can levy taxes. They have the ability to issue bonds so they can create documents that have value that they say that it has value and issue those for money. Like I can go invest in Disney bonds that don't go through the government.
It has monopoly money.
Yeah. So they have their own law systems, they have their own policing, they have their own districts, they have their own controls, their own water tables, everything. They even have the right to create their own nuclear power plant.
What?
Yes.
How is that legal? How is that possible?
It was created by the state of Florida back in the 60s. It's in the paperwork.
Shit. OG Florida shit.
In order to buy Disney World being built in Florida, because they knew it was going to be a huge moneymaker, and it is.
Yeah.
It's like, I think they are the number one employer in Florida. They employ, I think, 15% of the state
Oh shit.
is employed by Disney.
Yeah.
Yes.
Huge.
It is massive. So they have this special district that was created for them back in the 60s. And that special district is overseen by a board that is appointed by the executive branch of the state of Florida, by the governor.
Yeah.
The governor went in, DeSantis, and he sponsored and signed into law the Don't Say Gay bill.
Yeah.
Disney, having a very large gay employment status and very large gay audience, said, hey man, what the fuck?
Right.
We're gonna lose money over this shit, and this is our audience. Stop fucking with us. Well, you're fucking with our money. What are you doing? And DeSantis said, oh, okay. So I'm gonna appoint a whole bunch of people that don't like you and like what I think to your board.
Oh shit. Okay.
And you're see how you fucking like it when you're being ruled by us. And before that appointment happened, the board basically said this board turns all their actual power over to Disney, and we are just now figureheads.
That's genius.
And then now DeSantis basically said, okay, if you're going to do that, there's a lot of districts around you and a lot of space around you. How would you like it if we put a prison right next to Disney World?
Oh no shit.
And threatened to do that shit.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
And stuff like that. And Disney came back and sued DeSantis for taking political retaliation against their business for them exercising their free speech right.
Dummy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So he's embroiled in all that bullshit. So he's losing
Yeah, he got a lot of shit on his plate before he
got
worried
an
about being the
uphill battle.
president.
And then half the Republican Party is looking at him like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're fucking with business. Business is our fucking bread and butter."
Everybody know don't fuck with Disney World.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Don't fuck with this. Don't fuck with the mouse.
Yeah.
They're too powerful.
Yeah, bro. You finna get us exposed on some other shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What are you doing?
It's a fight we don't even fucking need right now. What are you doing?
And half
doing?
the
Fucking
Republicans
the
don't
mouse.
like it because you're making the government overreach on business. So like
That's weird.
they half the Republican Party doesn't want the government involved in business at all.
Yeah.
And now you're saying that they can't run the business as they see fit because they have an opinion which they are legally allowed to have.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't president. You can't be
Yeah,
president.
yeah. So he's losing ground on that
Yeah, you
round.
just showed your whole colors, your true colors.
Right.
So basically, right now, the only
If you're just trying to be bigoted, we can't have you in there.
Yep. Yeah, he was taking on wokeness to the point where it was fucking with business.
Yeah.
Can't fuck with business.
Right.
They're the donors.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's where the money comes from.
Right.
It's real.
So
Is Andrew Yang back in? Or
he is not running as far as not at least not announced he's running.
I don't think he'll be back.
He's trying to push a new political party.
Oh yeah. Never mind. He gonna be busy for a while.
Yeah,
like
but
a new Green Party or like a different like sort of sect now or something?
I honestly forget what it's called. I saw an interview with him on Bill Maher, and Bill Maher's not friendly to Andrew Yang, because Bill Maher asks him some legitimate questions, which is like, if universal basic income is the basic idea, but by giving by the actions of a temporary UBI during the pandemic caused inflationary status, and the businesses just took advantage of everybody having money by upping their prices. So how is universal income, basic income, going to be the solution to the automation problems?
Right.
And his solution was,
Right.
that was his answer. And I'm like, come on, man.
That's easy. You'd have to set a cap on inflation or the price.
You would have to put a price caps on
Figurehead.
corporations.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, Andrew Yang is
Figurehead.
Okay. That's good to know.
yeah.
Did y'all see the secret Chinese police stations that we discovered?
Oh,
In like 5 or 6 days, we discovered like 5 or 6 of them.
oh really?
What
Yeah.
year?
Yeah.
No way.
Spies.
Yeah, bro. Secret police stations, bro. Look that shit up. I'm
Damn,
telling
they're
you.
like here already, and they got
They
like
set up. They're
set up, right.
police stations.
what the fuck?
I ain't talking about like no little operation. You walk in this room,
Right,
couple
like they're
guys
out
in here
here,
are
out
like,
here.
nah, bro, a police station.
That's crazy.
Full on spy operations.
Right.
They've been doing that for years.
So to imagine that they just now got caught.
Yeah. If they got caught, that means they're just now getting sloppy. That means
So
they've been around
imagine
for a
how
while.
long this been going on. If it's Chinese got police stations here, what the fuck else is going on underneath the hood?
Right. What are we not seeing?
What are we being distracted from? Because remember, we're being distracted.
Thank you. Like both of y'all are hitting
Right.
everything on the money,
Right.
bro. What are we ain't seen and what are we being distracted from?
Go look at shit. Get
Plain
outside
sight
and go
is a
look at
motherfucker,
shit,
bro.
Right. Yeah.
Trump, like that's one thing I realized, and it was crystal clear during the Trump administration. Trump was the smokescreen.
Yeah.
he
they
was
were
what-
doing some crazy shit while he was screaming on TV.
Yep, he was the smokescreen.
Some crazy shit.
That's when they can run free. That's when they can really let shit fly. They probably been doing shit the whole, but now, oh baby, we got free range type shit.
Right. Right. Yeah. I think they can go all crazy.
And they can do it in front of us. They can do it out in the open now, and we don't seem to give a shit anymore. Not as a collective basis, because we're so used to them getting away with it. By them, we mean the people with so much money that they can outsue the government.
It's too much money.
We're so used to those kind of individuals being able to get off scot-free with destroying people's lives that we just don't expect them to face consequences for it anymore. Part of the problem is that we're not more pissed off by these actions, that we're just accepting it as business as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they're keeping it just hard enough on the general population that we can't really pay attention to that either.
Or did we?
You
Or
know?
did we find them?
Ooh.
Did we discover them?
We-
Because
we-
if I own a motherfucker trillions of dollars, I just want to put a couple places out here just to make sure you got a couple places you can drop some of that money off to.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay.
How much?
Distribute how I'm getting that
You
shit.
get what I'm saying?
right.
Because when you owe motherfuckers so much, bro, I get it, bro. I don't want the money. I want the land.
Which definitely has been
shit.
happening. The
I want the
Chinese
land,
investment.
bro.
What if they sell it out right from under us?
Who said it ain't been
possible?
Who
Yes.
said it ain't been when Trump was in office? Who said it wasn't being sold?
Yeah, of course it was.
Right. Holy shit.
Yeah, like
I got a couple places for you to
Damn.
anything that's for sale in this country is for sale for anybody who's got the money for it.
anybody who
It
got
doesn't
the
matter
money,
where
bro.
they're
You
from,
ain't
what that
gotta
money's
be
coming from. That's
American.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Trump sold America.
I'm
to
not
the
gonna say
Russians.
that because
That
that's
is
how people
wild.
get in trouble. So don't say
Yeah,
that.
that's the thing. We don't know
not
what
gonna
was
say
sold
that.
for how much, but absolutely,
Probably while he
absolutely,
was
I
in
think
office,
that's
some
going on.
shit got sold.
Yeah. Fuck.
Probably while he was in office, some shit got sold.
Remember, favoritism happens.
Definitely.
Favoritism is a
Definitely,
human
definitely.
trait. So whoever the president and the people who are in charge are friendly towards are the people who are going to benefit and be pushed up that Pareto distribution, and whoever they don't like is going to be pushed down that Pareto distribution.
Yeah. Facts. They want to all be in and help their tribe.
Yeah,
That's human
Makes
nature.
sense.
Can't get around it.
shit was crazy, bro. Reading that shit.
That's why capitalism does
wild
work
as
more
fuck.
than communism, is because capitalism accepts
Yeah.
that people are going to be selfish.
Fuck. That'd be a great inspiration for like a Netflix 10 or 12 part series like the new Red Dawn. And it's about these police stations and having them here and like the whole time spy operation.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, I think the Manchurian Candidate pretty much did that.
Really?
And if they know,
I'll have to
like-
watch that one.
If the Asian
The Manchurian,
community out here know, that show you how tight knit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all cultures are pretty tight knit, especially ones that are like,
But not us. That's what I'm saying.
as
That
Americans,
show you
we're
how
not right
far
now.
behind.
Yeah,
That's
as American. Yeah,
that's
definitely
that.
not.
Well, that's a side effect of having a mixed culture like we do. But the fact that we're pushing each other away and pushing boundaries between us even more is only going to make us weaker.
Oh yeah, created an other out of your neighbor.
Yeah, that's what
That's
they've done.
crazy.
That's what they've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By they, again, I mean that people like,
the bad people that are in charge.
The people
Yeah.
whose interest it is to have us not unified.
yes,
Yes.
exactly. The corporate business interests,
Yeah, money.
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 The
money.
select few of people who have all the
Yeah, divide and
all
conquer.
the stuff.
Divide and conquer. It's a simple tactic. It's an old British Empire tactic. We do it all the time. We're done to ourselves.
Yeah.
We've created this line between white poor people and non-white poor people in the social sphere, and told each other that they're the enemy, while the people who have the shit take more of the shit.
Fuck.
And use that fake war between us
Yeah.
as a way to generate new ways of making money.
We don't see them coming.
Yeah,
in.
100%.
We don't see them coming in between us or behind us and getting the money while we fighting them.
Right. Right.
We done dropped the bags of money and done ran towards each other fighting. They done came behind us and grabbed the
Grab
bags of
bucket
money.
and they're out.
Yeah.
Cause we ain't worried
And they're
about
the first
bag
one who threw the rock from the back of the
to
crowd.
make us. Yeah.
Right.
Well, fuck that shit. I done dropped the money and ran towards it, motherfucker.
Right. What the fuck?
It just so happens that a lot of
We're
the
getting
FBI, a lot of FBI informants were in the January 6th crowds. It just so happens a lot of FBI informants were in the riots downtown. Just so happens that the violence was stoked by somebody who was an FBI informant. Just so happens that
Yeah.
FBI informant is not in prison for his action.
Yeah.
Just so happens.
We might have allegedly went downtown at the riots that down here. There was one guy with the fucking he had the cop sunglasses and a tight black shirt with like his little tactical pants and shit.
Yeah, people
you
was
can tell he's like trying to fit in and do like his whole
people
thing.
was
You can
grabbing
see-
people like that, bro. People who was throwing shit and shit like that. People was snatching them people up.
They were like, "Do not
like,
do
no,
that
grab
shit."
him,
Yep.
grab him. They was holding people, bro.
Facts. We were walking with some kids and they started pulling out fireworks and just dropping them on the ground. Everybody right around them like created a circle. They're like, "Don't fucking do that shit, bro. That's not what this is about."
Yeah, you trying
like,
to get
yeah.
a shot.
You're trying to get a shot, yeah.
Right. It's like, fuck no.
It's not funny. Like, you think you're trying to be an edgelord there or whatever.
Now,
but
if we
it's not
sit here
fucking
and
funny.
beat your
People will die.
ass,
Exactly.
now if we sit here and beat you up because
Because we think you had us up. Right.
Yeah, like, bro, as people, we finna beat your ass because you trying to escalate it.
Yeah, you just
Right.
revealed yourself to be an enemy of us because you're trying to incite violence between us and the people who we're not really trying to fight.
Now,
Yeah.
if we police you
Yeah.
at this
Facts.
moment, yeah.
Before they
Let us
police all
stay
of us
peaceful
because of
longer. Right.
you. Yeah,
Yeah, human nature's a bitch.
it is. Isn't it?
Yes, it is, man.
Yeah, but yeah, no. Remember a while back when the governor, I think of Minnesota, there was a plot to kidnap her by a bunch of like militiamen and stuff like that.
Yeah, didn't they fill up is it different when they filled up the U-Haul van of like 30 dudes in tactical gear?
Yeah, that I think that
Is
was.
that it?
I think that was the thing.
They was coming to get her.
They're just coming to get her
Yeah.
ass. Yeah,
They were
like
trying to get her,
ISIS
but it was-
video her.
Yeah, but it was
Like
stopped by the
fucking-
FBI.
Yeah.
Did you know that there were more FBI informants involved in that than people that they arrested?
I heard something like that. It was more
Yeah.
than 50%. Like,
Yeah.
if there are 15 dudes involved, 10 of them were fucking FBI trying to get these 5 dudes to do something crazy.
Yep.
That's
At what point is that not entrapment?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
What the
Fuck.
fuck? You
Yeah.
trying to talk them into do something so you
Yeah.
can get them?
Yeah,
Right,
so
yeah, that
you
should be
found
illegal.
you found a group of gun nuts in the woods that were like, we hate the government, and we want the governor to fucking die and all that shit, which is a terrible thing to want and say. It's not very productive, but it's not
Right.
illegal unless you take action to do it. So what they were doing is like, oh, that's a good idea. How would you do that? Oh, I would do this, this, and this. That would make it better. Yeah, you should do that. I got some supplies. I'll get you some of the supplies. Gave them
That's
supplies.
on you. That's
Yeah.
on the FBI dude.
Yeah.
Right. He basically organized it.
Yeah. He organized it.
That's fucking. Why would
That's
they?
entrapment.
Yeah,
As far
you're
as I'm
fucking
concerned.
right.
What purpose does that serve for the FBI? Just so they can
It
get
runs their
arrests?
numbers up so they can prove that they're doing their job.
Oh
And
Jesus!
it's a major
Right.
bust.
There's a need for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
And only
That's
5 of y'all
crazy.
is going to jail because the other 10 of us is FBI.
Right.
And-
So we only get 5 people.
Everyone at 21 Jump Street turned to the side. Freeze!
Yeah,
freeze!
like, what
freeze!
the fuck?
Freeze! Like what? Yeah.
Undercover. Except these 5 dummies. So was it really a big bust?
Not
Hey,
really.
Not really.
It became a big bust because you created a worse plan than they were capable of doing.
Yeah. You
You made it worse.
You Tyler Durden them. You fucking unlocked it.
Yeah, they
For 'em.
were doing that kind of stuff to like young Arab men back in the 9/11 days too.
No shit.
Yeah, so like they were proven to do this. They would find young men that were like second generation immigrants from like Iraq or what have you, and they would find guys that were not that intelligent, that were like kind of dumb, and that they were very culturally pro their culture and stuff like that, and they would get them involved in these conspiracies that they would create of like bombs to go off in subways and then give them dummy bombs.
Holy shit.
And some people were like, I don't even want to do this. It's like, well, why don't you just be lookout? You can look out for us while I plant the bomb,
fuck?
fine, whatever. It's like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll to support it. And then they would go do that. And when the guy would show up to be the lookout, they'd arrest him
Yeah.
For-
They arrest him when he gets on site.
and be on felony charges because being a lookout, you get
Same charges.
Same charges,
Fucking
yeah.
Charge. You're there for the
Yeah.
thing.
So they were nabbing up lots of young Arab men doing this in the 9/11 age to
fucked up.
prove that they needed the budget
Right.
from the increased security from the Patriot Act.
That's fucked up, man.
So they've been doing this shit for a while now.
They get good at it.
And now you get scared or you walking out of meetings because everything is coming to a halt.
Right.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Now that you can't manipulate people and do what you need to do, now you throw a fit and start to walk out meetings and starting to send back nuclear bolts and shit to Korea
Right.
and shit what we're about to start doing. Now we moving awkward.
Right.
Now we playing with nuclear toys and
Right.
walking out of meetings because everybody want to be themselves. Everybody want to be independent with the money.
yeah.
With the money.
Everybody wants to
Fuck.
be. Well, everybody wants to further their career.
I don't like that. Man, I see a pattern.
Same. Yeah.
The pattern is destructive, and I don't see an end to it.
Yeah. And I don't want to be here when it happens because I ain't got shit to do with it, bro.
Like
Get the ones that need to be got, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing is like it's a cancer. Is it past the point of curing?
Right.
Is it terminal now?
We
It's
need
just-
a, we need
you
a
just the
catalyst
body. You
to
just a
find
part
out.
of the body. We just a part of the body at this point.
Yeah.
It ain't up to us.
Well, over time, it seems like a pile of sand. If you keep adding to that shit, reorganizes itself into a more organized system every time. Our sand pile's just about to tip over. That's all.
Yeah, but that is the human culture sand pile shift is violence.
It will be for a little while
And
longer.
in order
probably.
for us to do what I've been talking about all episode, in order for like that space and all that shit to happen, what's about to happen needs to happen in order for us to do all that shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the last of us that go to space.
If we survive.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be whatever's left.
It could be, yeah, bro. It could be happening.
If we survive. We have the power, just in our country alone, to eliminate life off this planet.
Yeah, and that's crazy, bro. That we
Well,
got shit like that.
On
Because
some,
when it happens, my bad, I mean to cut you
No,
off. I
you're
think when
good,
it
you're good.
happens,
I
something's
cut you
gonna
off.
come down and the door gonna open. It's gonna be like, y'all 12 come with us.
The rest of you, goodbye.
Yeah.
yeah.
Y'all the last 12. We've been watching y'all this whole time. We was waiting on this to happen. Let me show y'all what life is like. Get on this ship.
And let's go.
And those people that are left in those last 12 must be fucking animals. Just the worst kind of actions to survive for that long.
Right.
Anyway,
On
that was the
some-
Top of the City podcast.
Yeah, dude. Hell
where we
yeah.
get really deep on subjects that are sometimes depressing. And then we also talk about sperm donors.
Right. I'm about to lighten it for y'all on some woo-woo shit that matches with that evolution of the human mind.
Mhm.
2 days ago, we just got the biggest solar flare in history.
And we survived.
Hit the planet, and we survived.
What is, I don't know what that, break it down.
The sun sneezed at us and it hit us right in the face and we didn't die.
Yep.
So when the solar flare is the sun basically burping its own star matter into space. So it's highly radioactive. It's basically giant chunks of radioactive lava flying at us, and we got hit directly on. But the reason why we didn't die is because the core, theoretically speaking, is that the core of the Earth is moving to the point where it's creating a magnetic field that bounced that shit away from us. So, and if that wasn't
Yeah.
true, we wouldn't be here having that conversation.
It
We'd
worked.
be dead.
We're on day 2.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
So,
survived basically a comet or an asteroid.
Yeah, we survived a stellar event
Right.
that should have killed us.
So there you go. It's looking up, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild, bro.
Bam, thank you very much for guest starring today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for having
hanging
me, y'all.
out, man.
Like, I like this, man. That's why I can't be here all the time, man. We get deep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The couch, bro. There's room to sit
the
in,
couch,
sink
yeah.
in,
Chill and have some real talk.
just keep on smoking, keep on, keep it on.
Yeah, hell yeah. I like having these type of intelligent conversations, though.
Yeah, but they get taxing. It's hard to keep up sometimes,
Yeah.
man.
I know all the vagina done left the chat by now. My bad.
That's all right. It's still top of the city.
Right.
Y'all have a good time. Thanks
Peace out,
again.
y'all.